All right, we are live on all the platforms.
Yippee! Heck yeah. Let's do it. I got something interesting just to show on camera, and then I'll maybe draw some heads in it.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Welcome to
Draw Anime Academy tutorials. Hello, Montserrat Choa. Oops, I can never pronounce that name, but thank you for joining. Five Feather. Montserrat. Well, my whatever.
Mont. Welcome.
Yeah.
Shattuck Paradox. Hello, welcome. Wait, Shattuck Paradox? Who were you again?
On just
Super Doozy?
Yeah, I think that's Super Doozy.
Hello.
Chat.
Oh, I didn't send this
Sprout.
message yet, did I?
I love that kind of username. It's so
Sprout.
cute. It's so like
It's so
Animal Crossing core.
edible and cute.
It is edible and cute. What
Like,
the heck?
Sprout.
Yeah.
You know?
Cute little Sprout.
Welcome. Yep, I'm Super Doozy. Okay.
How's everyone doing today on this lovely Monday?
Black Tigress. Stella Feather. Hello. How is everybody doing? Yeah. That's right. Ouchie.
Ouchie. Is there any plans on that book?
What?
Ouchie said that they want to make it like a colored, like a storybook, illustrated storybook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. At some point, I don't know when they're doing it, but I'm already invested. So, hey, crew fan, good.
Yes.
Still sick, cough. I'm still. I feel like on stream my sick personality comes up for some reason, because all day I'm like completely fine, no whatsoever. But on stream I'm like,
huh? Wait, yes, I'm practicing his today, and I scrolled to TikTok to find this. What a coincidence!
Oh yeah,
very nice.
We can definitely do some heads.
I think
today.
she's just warming up, but we can absolutely do heads if you want.
And we can even talk about this kind of stuff too, because that is something that people struggle with a lot, and even I struggle with.
Are you able to draw cat heads and body structures? I don't draw many cats.
I don't draw many cats either. I suck at drawing cats. My first few cats just look like abominations until I start practicing them.
You have the flu?
Aww.
Hi, Cassie Blade. I have a question from your art school. Are the videos available for download for offline use? No, they're not available to download.
No.
We've had big issues in the past with lots and lots of people downloading them and distributing it. So we don't do that on our school.
Yeah. Ooh, thanks for the lessons from yesterday. Help me find the right colors and do coloring method. Awesome.
Can you do anatomy? We can talk about some of that.
We can talk about some of anatomy. You know, why not?
Talk about some of that.
Yeah.
Sex, Brad, I feel terrible. Can't sit up without having church bells in my ear. Do you live next to a church? I'm kidding.
Church bells.
That's crazy.
What's the church bells
That's a crazy way to describe it. Like, I see Jesus. I think I'm going towards the light. Like those kind of church bells.
Oh, okay.
Like
I thought you meant like
y'all getting little.
I thought you meant like getting married, and the church bells are ringing, that kind of thing. When drawing a 3/4 or side profile, where should the neck start? You know, that's a good question, and we can talk about that with like kind of drawing heads and stuff. So.
Hello. What?
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying hi to people.
Hi.
I mean, ringing and fuzzy hearing.
Oh.
What is like fuzzy hearing?
Like, is it like muffled?
Like.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. When drawing a 3/4 angle or side profile, where should the neck start? It kind of wedges onto the head.
Yeah, it's like, no, not exactly like this, but you'll notice that if you draw it straight down, it looks kind of awkward from a 3/4 angle, and that is because from the side view, it's actually angled like this.
Yeah.
And so
You'll
you
have
want
like a patch under the chin.
Yeah, there's like a empty space under the chin, and then the front of the neck comes out, and then there's a bit of empty space for the back of the head, and then that comes out.
So it's kind of like like that.
Yeah.
You'll sort of have like the bottom, and this will come up, and you'll have this, and this will come up, and it'll kind of go like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The neck will kind of go in like that, right? Whereas like the underside of the chin and jaw connect like here, and then the back of the cranium connects like right there.
Perfect.
Like
Any
that
tips
sort of
for
thing.
drawing chibi characters? Absolutely, we do have a lot. We even have a video on it on our YT channel. But we'll talk about that if we have the time. And if not, you can check that video out. And we also have a chibi class too that you can find on our profile. And also our TikToks. We have a few chibi TikToks.
You've been on your phone all day? Wow. That's probably not good for being sick.
Yeah.
Probably not
Go
good for you.
outside. Breathe some fresh air.
But now you want to draw? Draw, dude.
Draw.
Do it.
So here,
Draw
this is
right
angled
through the
out.
church bells.
This is angled out. So in turn, even in the 3/4 angle, you want to angle it a little bit. So like, kind of imagine the wireframe. Like, think of it. People don't think about the backside
You
very
said
much.
this is your first time being on your phone? Oh, this is the first time I've been on my phone all day. Wow, that's so great.
That's so
That
good.
changes everything. That means that you're doing a fantastic job, and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Draw a nun Miki going like this.
Nun Miki.
Like a sick nun Miki. And she's like, oh my gosh, please make me better.
Please, God,
I know I don't come here very often, but I could really use
some healing.
some healing.
Some prayers and healing. So, that's so funny. I love it. So think of the...
literally what you would do.
Yeah, that is literally what she would do. I actually drew Rey as a nun because I thought it was a funny contradiction, and I actually am really liking that idea a bit. That's like a...
Yeah, I need to see that.
thing.
Do it. See it. Don't just see it. Make it a reality.
Yeah.
Don't let my dreams be dreams. Fox, draw them.
Draw your dreams. That's wild.
Tori, welcome. Hello, Drawing Among Stars.
Where can we find references of your characters? Yes, you
They're
can
in
find
the
them. Discord. It's in character references channel.
Arcants. Thank you for the follow. Roro, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Nix, thank you for the follow.
Oopsie. So if you go to our server and you go to our info board, there's going to be a little love letter thingy called character references, and you can find all of our character reference sheets in here. And because we kind of posted Miki and Miko early, they're in here. So this is Miki, Colton's character. This is Miko, joint custody character. Abby is down here, which is Colton's character. Right here. She's super cool. I love her. And then this one's mine. And
You go
then
now
the
until
rest...
you're bored.
Yeah, and then the rest is like joint custody. Because we're a brand. Where do I find the Discord? You can find it.
You can find it on our profile,
Yeah.
or you can go here. You can take a screenshot of that and go to that.
Hacker webpage.
Do y'all have a favorite OC? Oh, I do. Mine. But I love all of them basically equally. Colton's favorite is probably either Miki or Abby, but he can never choose.
Miki is the obligatory favorite, and
Yeah.
Abby is
It's like, ooh, she's interesting. Like,
Abby's
I like
the
thinking
most
about
interesting. Miki's the best.
her. So, kind of going back to heads really quickly, I want you guys to think of things as wireframes. This is like draw through. So, anything that you're drawing, whether if it's like an anime character or something that's more like not human, you still want to think about this. Think about the front side and the back side. What's going on in the back side? What's going on in the front side? And then you'll see that, these forms connect. So when you think more about the back side, it's easier to draw these different sides. So here's the back side. I know that my neck is going to be situated in here, and it sticks out. Think of it like a 3D model. This is a horrible drawing, but you get the point, right?
Yeah, think in 3D. That's the big idea around here. We're always talking about it. It's pretty important. Think in 3D. I bet you I could get Fox back here so fast if we started doing OC drawing. But we're not gonna.
We're not gonna. It's too early in the week to do that.
It's too early. Technically, we could do it whenever we want, but
Yeah, I know. And I just felt like drawing with purple today. Does anyone have like color moods? Sometimes I'll have a blue mood and I'll just like want to draw in blue. How do I draw side profile? Like this. I'm kidding.
no way.
No way.
That's funny. Didn't
We have a few side profile TikToks.
What kind of side profile? Like what sort of style?
Yeah, what
because
sort of style?
it will
There's
change
so
the
many.
proportions.
Yeah.
There's like realistic which is sort of what you probably want to learn initially, and then you would
Can
probably
modify
deviate from there.
Yeah. I always like to make sure my side profiles start like this. This is the cranium, or your kind of skull area. Here's the back of your head. Here's the front of your head. You'll notice that there's a little bit of room in the back, and that is because your jawline starts a little bit towards halfway, and the rest is like where your features are. So if you have this as a starting point, you're pretty good. Face, that's not very
Huh?
I mean, yes, well, you know it's the face, but like what kind of side profile? Like an adult, a child, a teenager. That will help us narrow down what kind you want. I used to draw with red. Oh, red's a cool color to draw with.
Yeah, red's definitely red. Sasuke's, hello, welcome back. I definitely recognize that username.
And Sasuke's Kanojo.
I learned about that in our last interaction.
So teenager. Okay, I'm gonna assume that you like anime.
Okay.
And you want to do kind of like your conventional, like your modern day anime style. So I'm going to do that first. It's pretty simple. Okay, anyways, I feel like a plant when I do that. Photosynthesis. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that.
Whoa! What is this? Tori sent Go Hamster? What the heck is that? 300... Can we get some W's for Totori? W for Totori, the artist.
Wait, what? Tutorials. I don't know. I just.
Oh, that's wild, Tori. Let's go.
Let's go. If you want to draw a side profile for like a teenager. You know, I should start treating the streams like a customer service job. You know,
Hi, may I take your hat, sir?
Like any questions? Like, yeah, I can answer that for you.
Let me call the manager.
Yeah,
you'd be like, let me
ask Colton.
Someone being unruly, and they're just like, I want to speak to the manager, and you're just like, hello, I'm the manager. I just sit here quietly as you talk to chat.
Yeah, I know.
And then if the manager comes up, I'd be like, I am the manager.
I am the manager.
What do you need?
You know, what if we started acting like we actually had like bosses? Like we're not our own boss, but we like, oh yeah, let me talk to the boss about it. And that's a
McDonald's
joke.
cashier roleplay art tutorial. I bet Sarah would show up for that, dude.
That would be really funny.
Wait
a
like
second.
a little
That's
McDonald hat. Confetti! Woohoo! Thank you for the confetti!
Thank you.
Woohoo!
All right.
What did you do to improve? Just try it a bunch? It's a mixture of that and also doing exercises. Getting better at drawing is kind of like getting fit. You go and you do the exercises and you put in the repetitions and you use form, like you use the form and you lift weights and you come back again and you do it again and your muscles just get stronger. Like drawing is kind of like that.
It is like that.
Like a lot like that. You know, I mean, it's like you try hard, yeah, for sure. But also there's really good exercises that will train those muscles, those brain things.
Your brain cells.
Fox says I'm back. Well, not Fox
back.
has the flu and she headed out. McDonald's cashier, yes, that would be great.
So here's a teenage head model for anime. Arguably, this is more like a child's head, but anime is very flexible. You can call this a teenager and people would believe you because that's basically like culturally, that's how it is. That's how it looks.
Depending on the anime, for
sure. Yeah, for sure. So the thing about this kind of head shape is that mark out where your upper and lower head is. Upper head is kind of like contains your forehead and your eyes and kind of like the bridge of your nose. The lower half is like nose down. So I would say mark out where your nose is, and this is where you'll find that curve.
What was that?
I don't know what that was. Kitties causing trouble. So here's a comparison. Here's an adult, right? And it's an adult male because it's really easy to see the angles. So you want to keep in mind what's the head to nose ratio and all that stuff. For me, for anime heads, I will generally make the eyes a little bit lower than halfway from the top to the bottom of the head, and then the nose is a little bit lower than that. But for this kind of head type, you know, you'd kind of split this a little bit more evenly from each other. For this one, you can see that there's this really like curved arch, almost like a 90-degree angle, but not really. It's just much cuter. So we have a much more speedy curve coming through here. And oh, I see. So now for the lips, you can really do this however you want. Notice how I initially drew a mask. This is basically kind of like a benchmark to where I want my features to be, but depending on the character, it'll like extend out. So keep that in mind, right? It's not just kind of find your easiest line to start with, this kind of line right here, and then you can be like, oh, this is my reference point. I can move this out a little bit. So now for the mouth, you can do this a few ways. I used to draw mouths like this, but then I didn't really like it anymore because it's a bit too simple. But I mean, this is totally fine too. If you want something simple, just drawing like a little bump in here is fine. Now in a 3/4 view, this is where you would still think dimensionally, right? Generally there is a mouth, the ball of the mouth right here. This is what I'm talking about, even for a side profile. So the side profile, the 3/4 view, they're all connected, right? So here you can add your mouth like this for a teenager, just to keep it extra simple. But for me, I personally like to make it a little bit more complex by just adding a bit of lips on the outside. Like that. Oh, apple! So what I do is I will draw where my mouth is going to be. Not too low. I mean, that actually looks fine too. Not too low. Not too high where it's above the nose. But kind of somewhere within this range. It really depends. I like it here. Maybe a little bit lower. I'll do a little bit lower. And then once I have that, then that can determine how thick my lips are going to be. You know, and now this looks a little bit more complex, looks a bit more natural, and feels more interesting. So hopefully that helps. And this can work for both guys and girls. You know, you can turn this into a male, you can turn this into a female. It don't matter.
It's so
Apple?
funny.
You have such a silly face.
Wait, you can see his tail a little bit if you lean over this way. Right there, on the edge.
Yeah. Chat, you see that?
Apple's tail.
This helps a lot. Awesome.
He's looking out the window. He's like,
Yeah, we teach this a lot, but we also teach this and much more in our anime art school. On streams, we can only cover so much at a time, but we have a heads and faces class that talks about like heads from different angles, how to draw male and female heads, how to draw different features and stuff. So like here's male lighting heads, here's female lighting heads. Hey,
put that down. No.
Hey, stop it.
You can't wreck our sound panels.
No, you
You
can't.
know that.
Here's like features and stuff, and then we also cover like heads in different angles for male and female. So if you want to check that out, and also expressions. I love these expressions so much. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out here on our website, drawanime.com. That is our anime art school program. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. What is the price for your school? It is $497 for the whole entire program, and you get it forever. So yeah.
A 1-year program with a bunch of different classes. It's basically like a college. It's like a lot of the stuff that you would learn in college. So figure drawing classes, perspective class. There's a heads and faces and expressions class. There's a rendering class. There's a character design class.
Yeah.
And these are like really long classes. They're like 14 weeks long.
And we teach a lot of this stuff. That's why I'm always like flipping through these pictures.
It's like a college alternative. And these are a bunch of the demos that are done during different weeks in the classes.
And we always start you from like super simple to more complex because that's how you learn, right?
It starts from the very basics, like what we were talking about on stream yesterday. A lot of this kind of stuff. Drawing form, thinking about objects in 3D, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, when to use the different perspectives, how to practice perspective, the technical side, the intuitive side. A lot of fun stuff.
I like to say that we cover a lot of both. Intuitive and technical, so we have a bit of both for everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's very, very important stuff, especially if you want to draw from imagination, make your own characters and worlds.
Now, if you want to like take this head and do something a little bit more complex, but you can break it down into something simpler and draw from different angles, you can start with a box. Like just what I did
picture,
here.
Tori, I saw it. I'll show Christina. Is it all online? Yes, it is. No days a week, depending on. It's not live, if that's what you're asking. It's
all pre-recorded.
It's all pre-recorded,
And
so
you
you
can
can
go
go through it at your own pace whenever you want. You have it forever. And there is homework, assignments, and lessons. Look at this, Christina.
Oh my gosh. Wow, he got no eyes. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love the void.
It's funny.
Which
Just-
one's better?
His face is just a void.
Yeah. Which is better, Clip Studio or Procreate?
It
depends.
It really depends.
I
Probably
think
Clip Studio.
is probably more powerful than Procreate, but Procreate's just really cheap.
Yeah, Clip Studio, like Procreate's just on iPad, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people use Procreate. It's a great program, but a lot of people also use Clip Studio. If you're talking in terms of better, I think different artists would have different opinions, just what you're more used to, what your needs are. But I think Clip Studio has more power. I don't even have Clip Studio. Actually, I do think I have Clip Studio, don't we?
I have Clip Studio. I don't know if you got
Clip
it.
Studio. I haven't opened it in years, though. I don't use Clip Studio. I have Photoshop. That's mainly what I use. I've never switched over. But they're both great. Like, it don't matter what you use. You can use whatever you want.
That's awesome. How much is it again, and what website? So
$497.
yes.
And again, it's an entire year program, and you have it forever.
Yep.
So it's like, if you wish you could go to college, but you don't have the time or the money, this is like a college
For you.
online at your own pace whenever you want it. That's like geared towards anime style, but it teaches the foundations.
Well, you can see that, like, for me, if you're following the curriculum where we recommend both the heads drawing class and the anatomy class together, assuming you're taking it like a college, you would kind of learn this part already by the end of the heads and faces class. So I kind of allude to that a bit. But once again, it's all completely self-paced.
Advice on how to draw a perspective looking down a road. Looking down a road, like, into the distance. Well, I guess it depends
Like a
on...
train track type thing?
Is the road going straight away from us, or is the road turning? Generally, you'd use 1 point perspective. If it's just going straight away from you.
Yeah.
And then you'd want to think about... If you want it to look very natural, you definitely want to think about your camera lens as well. Like, how much of the road are you seeing? Because and would you see the horizon line in your shot, or would you not?
Add little cars. Forever and ever. Within our power, we'll try to make it forever and ever. But basically, that's the guarantee.
Yeah. Maybe if I find like camera lens difference road with cars.
Wow, I suck at drawing cars.
Like, this is a pretty long lens here. Like, this is a relatively long lens.
That is interesting, though.
Yeah. Your camera lens will change so much. Like, this is a really wide lens. It's like San Francisco or something. I don't know. I don't think that's what I really want that much.
I think sometimes roads like this tend to look really odd to me because it's like going straight to a point, and I'd be like, that feels unnatural to me. I don't know what to do.
You struggle with objects such as trees in the distance. I'm thinking about how to explain it. Can you elaborate a little bit? Like, you struggle with knowing what size to make them, or you struggle with making the image just look interesting and good? Because that would you'd probably want to focus more on composition than perspective in that case, because like composition and design is going to generally be what makes your image look good. Perspective is actually not as important as like arranging your shapes and objects in an aesthetically pleasing way, which is like contrary to kind of like what we assume when we're beginning, is we think like, oh my gosh, if I want my shot to look good, I should learn perspective. But then people learn perspective and they make an accurate shot in perspective and it still looks bad, and they're like, why does it look bad?
I thought I just had to learn.
Why does it look bad?
Yeah, why does it look
bad? Struggle with the sizes, so I have a tree close to me but further away. I just make them small. You would make them smaller if they're getting further away. Where is that demo I did a while back?
And he says for line confidence and control, one is draw a lot, because that will increase your line confidence by just repeating. There are line exercises as well. We'll probably talk about that later if you're on, but I would say easiest thing is just draw a lot, because your hands got to get used to it. And even if you think you draw a lot, draw even more. I don't know. That's like an overall answer, because that's what helped me. If you're drawing digitally and you notice that your lines are just wobbly no matter how much you draw, you may want to turn on like stabilization, or you may want to turn on some smoothing. That generally helps as well. I have smoothing on, so that's why my lines look smooth. If I was on Photoshop and it had 0% smoothing or stabilization, my lines would still kind of look like this, but not as buttery smooth,
I'm looking for...
What's today's focus? I just joined. Not really specific topic, but we're just answering what we feel like answering. Perspective isn't all math and lines. There's like atmospheric perspective and stuff. I'd say like it's just adding the illusion of realism. Like, yes, can you add some perspective with atmospheric fog? Like, in a way, that's just showing depth. It's basically this concept here.
Well, there's particulates in the air,
Yeah.
and as things get further away, there will be more.
Yeah.
But not every painter or environment designer uses atmospheric perspective. A lot of the old masters actually barely used any atmospheric perspective. You can. It's a solution. It is a solution. Artist breakdown. I can't find the demos that I did a while back. I'm looking.
You probably never saved them.
I definitely posted them in live demos.
Okay.
I probably did. I guess I won't say definitely. Yes, here we go.
Oh yeah, you found it. That's good.
So like, this was a demo on like a live stream demo that I did a little while back right here. And so like, for example, this right here has no atmospheric perspective. The objects in the back are completely black. The objects in the front are completely black. So there's no atmospheric perspective in this top one. In the bottom one, I do add some atmospheric perspective where these objects in the back get further away by making them a little bit lighter. But you get the sense of depth here almost exclusively through shape. And like the shapes that appear, like our brain is really, really good at recognizing shapes that tend to appear when objects are far away. Like you get stuff maybe breaking the horizon line like this. And when you have something close, a lot of the time it'll look more like this. And when you have something that is close, like right here, you may have something like this. And if you have grass, you may have something like that. And so as objects get further away into the distance, they tend to flatten out like this. And so you can just make kind of like random shapes that follow what people expect to see. Right? Like you could have a fence. And so if these objects stick up like this, let's just say maybe like that, we could have like the illusion of maybe like a fence or something going into the distance.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of different ways to show perspective. And if you're drawing like a road going into the distance, I'm just like messing, like drawing with my mouse or whatever. But, and then, you know, we can crop this and frame it however we want. Like that. And so like, this is how most environment painters think. They think in terms of like, what shapes am I using? Like I have my horizon line here, obviously. And the vanishing point for this shadow and building is probably like, you know, over here somewhere. And I could create a perspective grid, but like perspective is not really what's on my mind that much. I'm kind of like giving perspective a back seat. And I'm thinking more about like the further I get down, I'll grab my pen. The further I get down from the horizon line, the more full my shapes are going to tend to be. So like you'll see on this piece right here, like if I have a landscape in the distance, right? Like let's say we have a landscape, here's a horizon line, and we have like a river. right next to the horizon line, this river is probably going to be really squished, like really thin, right? And then as I come towards me, or as we come towards us, these shapes are going to start feeling a lot fuller, right? We're going to maybe even get something along the lines of like this, right? Like this feels like an object on the ground to your brain because this is what objects on the ground look like when they're going away from us. Like
it's kind of like look at the top of the box.
Yeah, they get squished up here, right? And then if we have clouds, we could do something like this, or we had like tree line in the background, right? So we could have like some trees. We could have another tree line, maybe like right here. That breaks the silhouette there. Maybe we have like another tree line in front of it right here, or bush or whatever. Right, mountain in the background. We could have a cloud, and the clouds would do the exact same thing. As they're closer to the horizon line, we might just see a silhouette. So like, let's just say we have like a mountain, right? And we have like a mountain right here, and maybe another mountain behind it. So here's some hills and whatever. If I have a cloud way in the background, the bottom of that cloud is probably going to be pretty flat. But if I start coming up further away from my horizon line, I'm probably going to get a more of a full shape, right? If I extended this canvas upwards, I'm probably going to start getting more of like, I'm going to see the bottom of this cloud more. Then if there's a cloud up here, I might even see, you know, whatever, the more of the bottom of this cloud.
Bottom of the box.
Right? And I think about this in terms of like boxes. So if there's a box sitting right here, like we'll make this same thing again and we'll think about it in like primitive forms.
Wait, are there clouds in Minecraft?
Yeah.
And are they kind of like boxy shaped or no?
I think they're more like flat. I don't think they have a lot of volume. I think they're like one block thick, but I could be wrong. I don't play a lot of Minecraft. So if we have a box right here, we're going to see the front of it. This could be a building. If we have a box below it, we're probably going to see like that, a little bit of the top and the front. If this box keeps coming down here, depending on your camera lens, we're going to see more of the top, right? It's going to look more like that. And if it continues going down, it's going to like reverse, right? We're going to basically see this. So like this is the top, the top, the top, and then you can't see the top. And then we're going to start seeing some of the bottom of it.
It's
right?
Like the Krenz cubes.
Like that. Yeah, this is literally like the Krenz cube assignment. It's exactly what it is, right? So if I have a river, my river is going to be much flatter right here. And then as I start to see down into the river, I'm probably going to get fuller shape. So it's like thin, thicker, until I'm like looking down into the river. Like if there was a boat on this river, it would look like that.
Wow.
Right? If there's a boat on the river out here, it might look like that. Right? So like I'm literally looking down and I'm looking straight.
I really like that representation, actually.
And so landscape painters, they think about that sort of thing. They like a lot of the time, and then they just double check. They'll go, okay, I'll have a vanishing point right there. Or, you know, a vanishing point, I'll just like draw in red or something, right? Here's my horizon line. I'll just have like a vanishing point right there, and I'll kind of just check. Like loosely check. It's not the most important thing ever. It's like what the important thing is to me is capturing, I made that big on accident, is capturing the feel of things that are closer and things that are further. Ben Chibi, hello, welcome. No. What's he doing?
He's just messing with the wires in the back.
Hey, get out of there, you rascal.
Yeah, you little rascal. You're gonna get into snuggle timeout.
Snuggle therapy. Super snuggle therapy.
Hey, Ben Chibi.
That's how I like to think about environments and backgrounds. So like but like think about this, right? If I draw a picture, I can crop the picture right here. And this may be my entire image. And so this would just be like a much longer lens, right? I'm like looking through a telescope. I could always take this and expand it, right? Like I could expand the frame of this one, and so I would actually see more into the river. So it's like perspective is just, you think how much do you see or how cropped in is it, right? A really wide lens, you will see straight ahead and pretty far below us at the same time. But if I crop this into like a longer lens, like a telescope, I'm not seeing below me and in front of me at the same time, right? So like that's part of the intuitive perspective as you practice perspective, as you do a bunch of 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, you get more of a natural like feeling for how cropped in this is. Like I could have cropped this shot in this much. Crap, not that much. Like this much, right? And I could make this my entire painting.
Okay.
And so I would have a much, much less convergence. Like this is my horizon line. Here's my verticals. And my entire perspective grid would just be like a much smaller, much like
you could draw a person
not as
in
extreme
there.
version. Or I could bring this out, right? Like I could see more of this over here. Like maybe I could bring this out or bring it up so I could see the sky and clouds and stuff.
That's actually really good. I
Yeah.
should do that.
So
I
if
should just like draw the scene and then just crop.
Yeah. And like if you're doing like a road in the distance, like a lot of the time the road does not go so far perfectly straight into the distance that you just see it vanish at the
Not
vanishing
unless it's
point.
like a road.
Yeah, like a lot of the time, you know, down here somewhere, this road will turn or the street will end or there'll be like a house, right? And there'll be houses, you know, along the sides or whatever. Not that they would be connected to the road. They'd be back from the road. I would really recommend using references because it's like one of those sticker things is like people will draw a road going into the distance and they'll put like, you know, a building right on, like
On the edge of the road. Bro.
your house does not touch the edge of the road, right? A building does not touch the edge of the road. There's parking lots, there's driveways. These driveways are going, you
that
know,
way.
whatever up. You know, you have like room. Like there's a lot of stuff. There may be even like a sidewalk and stuff. So like I really recommend you use references if you're drawing roads and buildings because like these things are real functional things. Like they've got design to them. They're made for people to interact with and be safe.
Do you guys have a YT channel? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. We're
Same
live there right now.
name.
Actually,
Yep.
I'll just keep that for now.
Same name,
So-
Draw Anime Academy on YT.
Yeah. And like these roads, a lot of the time they'll turn,
Oh.
right? Zoom, they'll go into the distance and they'll turn.
looks more
and there will be
natural.
buildings down here, or there'll be like trees down here or whatever. And then there may be some like trees. There may be like,
Fence
you know,
or a, I don't know.
another tree here. There may be, yeah, like a fence, and there's like a side of the road and maybe like a little wash or whatever area down here.
What do y'all draw art on? Colton draws with an Intuos. Was it Intuos Pro?
Intuos large.
Intuos
Yeah, Intuos
large.
Pro large on stream. That's what I use.
We also have Cintiqs that we draw with.
Yeah. So, you know, we can crop this, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's a bit of a composition there. You know, maybe there's a house down here.
Oh, like
And
apps?
there's a, you know, maybe there's some trees back here. But like, I immediately start thinking in terms of like graphically, what am I trying to show?
Like you're not
because,
trying
like-
to just draw a tree. You're thinking about the trees
In masses.
in masses.
Like I'm
exactly.
thinking about the masses of what I'm drawing, and if there's, you know, if there's shadows coming across, like maybe this whole area in the front is in shadow. Like you can basically see like a scene materializing here because this is how we actually see the world. We see it in terms of general masses. We don't really see it in terms of details a lot of the time. So when you start painting, it's really good to start approaching things in terms of massing, like masses and value, like just simply because that's how we see the world.
Kind of like thinking of hair in masses instead of strands. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. That's perfect.
And you start getting into design in that way, like that, right? And then maybe we can go, okay, the sky in the background, and then maybe we've got like
Oh, wow.
clouds or something going back there, and this could be like a little composition or something, right? And then we can go, okay, maybe there's like a fence back there. Like I still have my vanishing point here. I'm just not connecting everything to it exactly, because like that's not really how the world works a lot of the time.
I think it's so good that you say that, because I think a lot of the time perspective is like, do you have to go perfectly to the vanishing point and connect everything there? And then it ends up looking weird.
Yeah.
You know? Colton draws on Photoshop. I draw on Procreate. But we both use Photoshop like on our own personal devices.
Yeah. And so like I'm also trying to break the expectations. Like what would normally happen is we'd get like a horizon line, vanishing point, here's my road. You know, everybody who's tried learning perspective has like, you know, drawn this, right?
Me.
Whether it's a telephone line and then it's like, okay,
a
there's
train
that.
track.
Yeah, train track. Like maybe, oh, there's a train track right here, and it's like like that. Like this is not what the world looks like to us. Like this is like a sticker in my head of like a road goes far towards vanishing point. Train track goes towards vanishing point. But the real world rarely looks this way.
It's like this.
And I'd rather start from a place that the world actually looks like.
Mm-hmm. Like it's like this.
And that's like that's an eye.
Yeah.
That's not what an eye looks like, but that's an eye.
Yep, it's a symbol.
It's a symbol.
You can go back to your screen because it's more
You've tried to follow a light dark pattern when choosing value. You mean like checkerboarding, like light dark? I definitely consider that. It's like a design tool. So
you gotta go back to your screen.
I'm not married to anything like that, but
you'll see the patterns like light dark. Like it's easier to see things when they're kind of overlapping each other.
Yeah. Like that would kind of be, you could call that checkerboarding, where it's like, you know, light, dark, light, you know, or this could be the dark on the light, and then this could be a dark, and this could be a light. Yeah, checkerboarding is pretty common. It happens naturally, and you can consider it and emphasize it towards like your focal points.
You teach that in your class, right?
Yeah, I have a whole lesson on checkerboarding and stuff like
nice.
that. Right, and we may see some light through the trees back here.
Skylight.
Yeah, like skylight. We may have like, I don't know, a bigger mass of a tree back here. Not every single tree is the same exact tree. So there is large trees, and there are tall, skinny trees, and there are all kinds of stuff. Trees? So like we could do that. Maybe this road goes off into the distance like this, and maybe there's like, you know, the lights hitting the road, and then on this side it's a little bit shadowed, and like a lot of the time this is what the world will look like to us. Like you'll have tall objects that are sticking out of the ground or going up, buildings, trees, people, cars, fences, mountains, clouds, and then you'll have things that are on the ground itself, shadows that are on the ground. You'll have roads, you'll have grass patches, you'll have dirt turning into grass. So like there'll be things that are on the ground like this, like pieces of paper fallen on the ground. And then there will be things that are sticking out of the ground, and these will be different forms, and these create specific shapes that if you do enough practice, you start to like recognize that, oh, we've got sticky uppy bits and we've got layy flatty bits. And that's like kind of what I like to think about when doing this kind of stuff. Not every environment, like you'll have tunnels, like you'll have like sticky uppy bits that have crissy-crossy shadows, right?
I love this. I love
like
this stuff.
This sort of thing, or like multiple crissy-crossy shadows. And imagine like whatever, like a lighthouse, right? Like a lighthouse would be like whatever, most generic lighthouse ever. I don't even know what a lighthouse really looks like. You know, maybe something like that.
Pew, pew.
Right, and you've got sticky uppy bit, which is the lighthouse, and it's a cylinder. And
I actually
then you've
climbed up a lighthouse one time.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's fun.
It was for a school field trip. It was actually quite cool. A lot of stairs. It was kind of scary.
Right, and you got sticky uppy bits, and then you've got layy flatty things like roads on the ground, and you've got little sticky uppy bits, which is like, okay, there's some like rocks.
How are the classes going? Benji asked.
Great.
Yep.
We're actually running a new figure drawing class starting in February.
Sign-ups are open.
Yep, sign-ups are open.
So you can check it out on our profile. But you already know that, Benji.
Right? Sticky uppy bits, lay flatty things. Lay flatty things. This is super ultra technical language, by the way. Very high level. Sticky uppy thingies and lay downy thingies. Crissy crossy thingies. Right? And that's like how I think a lot of the time. We could even put that lighthouse in the background here, right? Like you go, oh, this is the edge of there's like the ocean back there maybe, and there's a lighthouse over here, and it's got this, and it, I don't know, looks like that. And you can peek through, and I don't know, you wouldn't see that in the daytime, really. Casty shadow thingies as well, right? Like you got things that lay on the ground and you got things that stick out of the ground. And so it's like there's a fence post with a shadow, and I kind of just think, yeah, light makes sense. Doesn't even have to be that accurate. It just has to have like this believability to it. So like that's my spiel on we need a mailbox. This person needs a mailbox.
Yeah, it's like a cute little neighborhood. And look, light on dark, dark on light.
We could have a fence thing here. But, like, this is the thing, right? Fence. They could have a fence like this. Or fence. They could have a fence like this. It's a wooden fence. And the grass behind the wooden fence is being hit by light. And the wooden fence comes up and goes like that. There's your argument for a dark fence. The grass behind the fence is in shadow. There's a dark patch of grass, and the fence is being hit by light, and it's a white fence. Doesn't matter. You can do either. You can make the argument. You could model this in 3D. You could build it in real life. This could be hit by light. And so it's like you can make the argument of dark on light, light on dark, or you could say grass in the background being hit by shadow. Dark fence. I don't want to call attention to it. I don't want people to look at this fence. I don't care about the fence. So I'm going to put dark on dark. Or you could put light on light. Because like contrast is what people pay attention to. If I want people to look at this tree in the background, I'll go poofy clouds right behind this tree, maybe. That could be one solution. If I want people to look at this tree in the background, I could go, you know, lights hitting this tree kind of. Coming through the back, sky. Now we want to look more at the tree because there's like more contrast. Like these are things that you can make arguments about.
For your figure drawing class, are we starting out with gesture or boxes? Gesture boxes? I'd say
both. Like,
yeah.
You're going to be doing gesture drawing assignments, and you're also going to be doing boxes at opposing angles, and then you connect them with a gesture.
Yep.
But yeah, like that's the thing, right? I don't really like that. I don't want to call too much attention to that tree there, but you know, we could put a person here, and it's like, okay, this person.
Mickey. I don't know. Abby?
It's like this walking, right? And then it's like, okay, the background is very busy behind them, so maybe I don't want to call too much attention to that. Maybe I don't want to call too much attention to this. And I could do a little bit of, you know, I could go, there's a person standing right here, and half their body is in shadow, and they're being hit by the sun above this. And, like, you could do that. They could be wearing a striped shirt. Right? Wow. Okay, you put a person in there. Like, you can call attention to it. Like, maybe I want to simplify the area around them to pull them out a little bit more and not distract the viewer too much. Right? Maybe I want to pull these trees to sort of have a line that, like, points down towards the person.
He kind of looks like he's riding a bicycle.
And so...
I like it.
We have that. Yeah, we could do a bicycle. There. They're on a bicycle.
I love it.
And now it's like we've got a person riding down the road on a bicycle, and, you know, we could do something like that. Like, do we want buildings in the background. It was like a super heavy, like Mormon area or something. We'll just put a bunch of these.
Whoa, those are so cool.
Oh, technically they'd probably be more like white, wouldn't they?
Oh, those churches?
Yeah.
Yeah, those peaks.
This is like Utah or like Queen Creek, Arizona or something, right? There's just these steeples everywhere, like as far as the eye can see. They're just everywhere. And like you could make the argument for that.
I didn't know there were so many steeples there.
I don't know if it's called a steeple. The pointy, sticky uppy bits, you know?
Yep.
But like that's how I think about environment. So if I'm drawing a 1-point perspective road going off into the distance, I'm thinking how wide or how narrow can I see, and how can I like not make it super generic or super, how can I break it up? Because like it's not very interesting when it's just a couple lines going towards a vanishing point usually. This is not the only solution. There are many solutions to a problem. And the problem is like, I want to draw an artwork and I want it to feel like this. That is a problem that you have, and you're just like, you know, it's a cool problem to solve. It's like a math problem. More fun than math.
I feel like this would be really nice to add some color to. It's a really nice composition.
You could add color to it.
Want to add color to it?
You know, I could start off with something like,
oh,
like that.
Tinting it.
And I could come up here and be like, you know, we could start adding some like golden hour lighting to this or something.
Oh, golden hour.
I don't know. Start adding some color to this or something. Real blue
I think a blue would be nice. Look
You know,
at that.
we could start adding color to it and everything. You know, and you can use color to pull attention to like the focal point as well.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe
Like,
a really
what do you
red...
want people to pay attention to? Okay, well, if I want people to pay attention to this shirt, maybe I just, you know, put some stripes on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Could be interesting. I don't really know if I want to add color to this though.
Off to February off to Japan in February. Unlucky.
Very nice.
Hey,
that'll be fun.
That'll be really fun. I hope you have a lot of fun there.
Yeah. Nice and simple little composition. A possible solution.
Yes.
I think the person who asked is long gone, but I thought it was good.
I think it's still good to talk about either way. You know, they can come back to, you know, the channel and rewatch it.
Oh, you're here. Nice.
Oh, awesome.
I hope that was helpful.
Okay, I didn't know that who asked it, so nice to know
Yeah,
that you're still here.
No, that was Charlotte.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Charlotte was the one
asking.
who asked about perspective looking down a road.
And trees.
And trees.
And I think easy. Kind of go back to the heads topic really quickly before we move on to something else. I don't know what. You can simplify the heads kind of like a box like this, where you divide. This is like the more technical way, but I mean, if you want to practice with subdividing and stuff and finding your halves and your thirds or whatever, you can start with that. You know, for me, I like to start off with a box. Maybe about 1 unit, 2 units tall, 1 unit wide. Split that in half. Oops, I need to do this better. Split that in half. So now you get this, and then you just move that back. Split this in half. And then you split this in half. And then so we kind of got like this very blocky head happening here. And so then you can draw this in different angles. Now this is not like the exact measurement, but you know, I feel like it's something that we can work with.
You You still use Cult ref sheets for boxes when drawing heads? What are those?
What's the Colton reference sheets?
Yeah, let me in on this. Maybe I need those ref sheets. I don't know.
So like the back of the head, you know, if this is the same length, you can just like divide this in half. Here's the back of the head. Here's the jaw. You know, here's the bottom of the head. And there we got head that's kind of facing a little bit above us. And then you can always add something in it. I may have made the box a little bit too tall.
Pure ref. Oh yeah, I'd love to see it because I totally forget. Was it Krenz cubes or something?
So the tricky thing with starting a head from a box is that things are flat from a box, but for a human being, you know, things are very rounded. So I will generally use the box part as like a base, and then I would just kind of modify it.
Did y'all do hair tut today or no?
We have not done a hair tutorial yet. We have quite a few hair tutorials on our YT channel and on our other TikToks.
Hair could be fun though.
Hair could be fun. What kind of hairstyle? Sure. What kind of hairstyle do you want to learn?
Just like how to think about hair in general, or are there like particular hairstyles?
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I don't usually start like this, but after drawing these a few times, just kind of by experimenting, I'm like, you know, this is actually kind of neat. I like it.
It's definitely a skill that you develop the feeling of how to make something face up or how to make something face down. It's like doing those intuitive perspective exercises will really help a lot.
Mm-hmm. And then what you can do is you can take this, and I'll talk about hair in a bit, the basics, that's fine, is that you can start with a sphere.
R shells, hello, welcome.
Hi.
And Forever Young, awesome. Glad you enjoy.
So then you can merge a sphere with a box. Here's the side plane. Here's the jaw. And, you know, they kind of share forms in a way. So with hair, so I think of hair like a soft helmet. You know, for lack of a better term, we're going to think about it like a mushroom. Mushroom. Or like even a bob cut, because that's a super simple, or bowl cut, because that's a really simple way to draw hair. You draw a head, and anytime that you draw a bowl cut, it's literally just a bowl on top of a head. It's like this half sphere. Right? It's a helmet. Your hair comes from the scalp, and there's multiple areas of where the hair can grow from. So some people like to part. This is a head in the top view. Some people like to part their hair this way. They'll have the bangs like this. They'll have side shoots, and then they have whatever goes on in here. Some people like to split it completely in half like this, or if you want to be a little bit more quirky, and for me more natural, you can use zigzags.
Oh, those ones.
Oh, those ones.
That's fun. Hey, I like those.
Yeah,
These are the ones Benji's talking about.
Yeah, we did. When did we do that?
I don't know. He said that 6 months ago. This wasn't in class, was it?
Well, this was on a.
This was probably on a live stream.
Yeah. Dropped it in studies.
Dang,
nice.
We should do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
We were goated back then. What the heck?
What happened to us?
What happened to us? Yeah.
I think a lot of stuff happened to us.
Brain rot happened.
Mm-hmm. So another thing about hair is that anytime that you're drawing hair, you're always having some form of overlaps. Even with like a simple bowl cut like this. I do a bowl cut because it's fun, and it's also silly, and it's also I can still teach the principles, but we can go on to harder hairstyles after this. So like let's say we can split the bowl cut into different sections. We have the bangs, which once again wrap around the sphere. So there's one section, and each part or each like hair clump will overlap each other. So you're gonna have like this thing happening. Boom.
What's your favorite
boom,
anime? It's a Mob. It kind of does look like Mob.
It's Mob.
Yeah.
It's prettier Mob, I guess.
What does Mob's eyes look like? They have like he has like Saitama eyes, right?
Was it like that? I don't remember.
Mob. No, they're flat on the top and round on the bottom.
Okay.
Like this. And his mouth
Okay.
is really small, and his irises or his eyeballs are round. Yeah, and then he has like this line and dot.
Oh, that's him. It's him.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
gosh, it's
I
him.
told you to think that.
Yeah.
It's funny. Mob is just funny. We watched season 1. We saw a couple episodes of season 2. It's good.
It's very good.
I love it.
You look for basic shapes. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is. You just go like the nose is a line and a dot, and then the mouth is a small line. That's
Wait,
a
hold
little
up.
bit below the
That
nose.
that nose looks a little bit.
Yeah, I drew it wobbly.
No. I think it's just facing the wrong direction.
Is it? I don't know what you mean.
Like.
Oh. But now all of those other things are just redraw, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the way you drew it. It's good. How was it? I can't really. Like this? You do it. You do it.
It's a line and a dot.
I can't read it. I mean, I can't
read
see it. I have astigmatism. Okay.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
I drew the last one better. The last one was more like
Okay. Yeah, that was more him. All right. Well, we'll keep it like that.
impulse line,
And
and
it
his
turned
chin
out
is
good.
really round.
So each clump that you're doing overlaps.
I love it. Dang, we should draw more. We need to get more hip.
Yeah,
we need to get more hip like the
we need to
kids
draw
these
more.
days. We need to watch anime.
We need to be more hip and cool, like cool teachers. Oh yeah, we'll just like use a bunch of characters, and then we'll be like, oh my gosh, it's that XYZ character. Wait. You know, we used to do that in our TikToks, and then I'm like, I feel like I'm drawing fan art, but you know, whatever. And here's his ear. So then what happens is you can take the original, you know, mob bowl cut, and then you can like extend it from here. You can turn him into Rapunzel. Let's go. What's
I
up?
feel like technically Mob kind of has.
At this point, it is mob, so we'll say yes. Oh yeah, he's got those little bumpy doos.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Kind of like a Zenitsu like vibe.
Could you show how to find these shapes, the sphere and the triangle on top of a head from a photo? So if we see a head and want to draw the circle, we know how big the sphere on that head. Yes. What might actually help is also this.
Yep.
The sphere is the cranium.
This whole thing.
So it'll come down to the cheekbones. Like you'll see it. It'll kind of intersect the nose halfway. And then you can also see it on this. But do we have a photo to draw over? You'll see it on the cheekbone. Like the cheekbone.
What triangle do they mean? Like.
I'm not sure what triangle they're talking about, but the sphere, I think they're talking about the cranium.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another thing about hair is that, you know, we don't want to treat hair like this, like outliney.
Like a heartbeat.
Like a
dude.
heartbeat,
Like-
yeah. Yeah, it's like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We don't want to treat hair like that. You'll notice that when I'm drawing hair here, I'm varying the shapes, I'm varying the forms. I'm also thinking about this three-dimensionally. I'm also varying the size of the bangs or the hair clumps towards the bottom and splitting those apart. And also curving that because it's wrapping around a 3D form. So really keep in mind of that. So let's go ahead and extend the hair.
Oh, the shape that comes below. You mean the mandible, like the jaw.
Oh, like the jawline?
The bottom of the face. Yeah, so the circle. Basically, the measurement is you split the circle in half, and then you bring it out another half. You split the circle in half.
Oh, oops.
And then we go Marco, Polo, and bring it
Oh,
out another
perfect.
half.
That is literally perfect.
Like, that's a good starting point for a skull, or
Yeah.
a head. That's what, isn't that what Loomis uses as well?
Probably.
You bring it out an extra third?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, no,
Or
that's
an extra half.
a Will Weston.
So what's...
The fourth third.
Yeah, that's the third. There's no 4 thirds.
Mm-hmm. I think I know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
oh, no. I got it. The fourth third is the neck.
Yeah, the 4th third is the neck.
The pit of the neck, like that.
Yes, but that doesn't really help with the head.
No, it doesn't. I guess I thought I remembered, but then I realized that wasn't the right
jaw.
one. Yeah, the jaw.
If you want to find it on a photo, you would draw the sphere over the face, and then the sphere would be half size, fifth face. Okay, now I'm lost.
I'm kind of lost there.
Now you'd bring the jaw out like this. You would take this entire measurement, and you'd split it in half. This would basically be the eye line.
Mm-hmm. And then the eye line is basically half of the eyebrow and the nose.
Yeah.
Is in between, sandwiched in between.
And then, you know, with the Loomis method, I believe, the brow ridge is actually halfway of the circle. And then if you go halfway between the brow ridge and the chin, that's the bottom of the nose. Mm-hmm. And that is also the bottom of the circle. So the bottom of the circle is also like bottom of the nose.
Yeah. So like in a side view.
But again, there's a lot of different measurement systems.
Wait, let me do this.
That you can learn.
Yeah.
Like there's not only one. There like people break it down different ways. Some people will find the eye line, some people won't. Some people just find the brow ridge line.
This is like the bottom of your ear, the nose, the bottom of your nose, and also where your jaw starts. And it's also the bottom of the cranium. So this actually has like 3 different points for the face. It's kind of cool. I should do that more often.
Bottom of the sphere would be a third above the chin, generally, yeah.
Third above the chin. See, I don't necessarily measure like that very much. I'm just...
Well, they're asking about the measurements, not what you do.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 Maybe I just got confused for a second, so I was like, I don't know what... Okay, okay. 2/3, okay.
Really draw it right.
Okay, okay. I need to remember that from now on. Hold up. I'll keep it.
Oh.
So.
Not that those are really in the right place. That's kind of
well, but I feel like it's still pretty helpful.
I feel like the top of the cranium is a little bit too high.
Yeah, it's a bit too high and it's a bit too round. So 1/3, 2/3.
Are you still planning on making a comic? Eventually, definitely.
Mm-hmm. I still want to.
You know, funny enough, my dad's in Australia right now. He's gonna be there for like 3 weeks. And then he's going back for like 3 months.
Yep, for work.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna do all that, dude.
So kind of going back to hair a bit, you know, you can take these points and extend it. You got your bangs, you got your side shoots, and, you know, you can stylize the side shoots however you want. This is where things get a little bit tricky because if you're doing like straight hair, how straight do you make it? Do you just like pull it all the way down like this? Yeah, you can do that, you know, but if that's what you want, but it can look a little bit sterile. So what you can do is you can follow it around the form of the ball, and then as it leaves the ball, it kind of like does its own thing.
Yeah. Now it can curve, so you could have like, it could come down, and
like
it could
J.
curve like that.
That's very nice.
Right? It could come down and squiggle.
Mm-hmm.
It could come down and flip out. Like, it doesn't really matter. Hair usually does something towards the end just because the whole weight of the hair, like up here.
That's cute too.
Up here, you've got the full weight of the hair below it pulling down, so it'll tend to be straighter. Mm-hmm. Down here, there's not so much weight of the hair below it, so it'll flip up a bit.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, I mean, you can even think of like a piece of paper or something. Like, if this was a piece of paper and the whole thing was kind of bent or like curved, had like a curve to it, if you held it up, the area that's closest to your fingers, it would have all the paper below it kind of pulling down, making it straighter. And then towards the end, sometimes you'll get a flip, or a lot of the time you'll get like a little curl or curve to it. It won't kind of just end straight most of the time.
Yeah.
Especially, you know,
unless you
cut it.
Yeah. And then Marco Polo, one side is this way, the other side is that way. And, you know, when you're drawing it at different views, it's not like a tube, but rather it's kind of like a little mini cape or ribbon. So with hair like this.
in that one episode, yeah, for
yeah,
real?
like when he was dressed as a girl.
That was
it?
good stuff.
I loved that episode.
One Punch Man.
It's actually Mob. But
they do have the same
they do have
face.
the same author.
The same face too.
Yeah, on the same face. Well,
they literally have
well,
like
I
the
think,
same face. It's like kid Saitama and adult Saitama.
yeah. So this is what happens. It's very thin. It's kind of like a sheet of paper. So the inside of the hair on this side will kind of like have this treatment. And actually same with the bottom of the hair as well. So the bottom of the hair tends to be like a cape as well. You have a front side, and they have a back side. And I like to simplify it like this. Now, it doesn't always have to end like this. You can make it, you can break it up a little bit if that's what you want to make the texture like. But it still has to follow some kind of ring. Now, there's definitely hairstyles that are a little bit more, that end kind of more like at a point. Like this. Totally fine. There's like, okay, I'll draw it like this. There's multiple ways how hair likes to end, especially even for like female hairstyles. Some hair likes to end like this. Where one side is longer than the middle. Where these ends are longer than the middle.
It is Mob. Like that was the inspiration for the face on that one.
It was.
For real. How would you draw men's hair? It's so complicated because it's shorter. Mob is looking into my soul with bangs with parts to you keep the line underneath.
Sorry, it's kind of hard to understand. Hold up.
Bangs with parts to you keep the line underneath. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Okay, men's hair? Or like, you mean short hairstyles?
Short hairstyles. Short hairstyles are a lot like grass.
You guys are my people.
Aw,
welcome.
Thank you. Well, if you like here, you can stay here more often. Colton, can you give me some water?
Absolutely.
There's no more water for you to drink.
Nasty cat water in there or something, dude.
Well, I drank it all, so I drank cat water. I don't care.
You might actually become a cat.
Is this an iPad? Yes, this is on an iPad. We get that question a lot. So with male hair, there's like a way that people like to stylize male hair, and I'll draw from the side view first. For anime hair, they like to do this. They like to have a lot of like fullness towards the front and the top, but thank you. But towards the back. Yes, we are using custom brush. You can find it on our bio. It is for free. So very, very bushy on the front and the back, but then towards the neck, it like tapers and it fades. I'm kidding. It doesn't do a taper fade. It kind of like gets a little bit shorter and shorter and shorter until it becomes nothing. So this is what tends to happen with short hair. It's because that's just how it's styled. They like shave the bottom to like fade it out a little bit more. Then there's other kind of styles, and I like to use these little spikes. So for spiky hair, for example, really spiky hair comes in so many different angles. Like you can have spikes that look like this. Right, this is like Naruto hair, where everything is just everywhere. He's like a little porcupine. But we don't want to design it like this. This looks freakish. So instead,
looks kind of cool.
It does look kind of cool, actually. So I mean, we take inspiration from this.
What is that?
Spiky hair.
Oh.
We take inspiration from this and say, okay, I'm just gonna. This is like Hinata hair from what's it called, Haikyuu or something.
I don't know what that is.
So
Some
these are like
boy
little
anime.
No, it's the volleyball anime.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that this is his hair.
Soma.
Yeah, it's Soma, from Food Wars. So like the spiky hair comes from him in all different directions. That's why it's hard, right? But keep in mind that with spiky hair, there's still a direction. So you can have spiky hair that goes in one direction, like Kakashi. Maybe I'll just start referencing a bunch of characters at this point. Kakashi's hair is like this from Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
All the spikes go towards the side. There's like a very, very big floof. Vegeta's hair goes up like a flame. I'm not saying like I know we're talking about like shorter hair, but like this is also kind of design. So I like to talk about that too. And then let's say if you want to draw floppier hair, always think about the gesture. I like to think of these hair in arrows. So take an arrow and just think, what are the currents? What's the water currents? Think about it like wind. The wind's going this way, that way, this way. And you'll notice that a common pattern is that hair likes to go down. They kind of floof up and then go down. And then they kind of thin out a little bit. Because, you know, there's not much hair to work with. So let's say you want to draw someone with more flowy hair, but it's still short. How would you do that? You just treat this like long hair and then you cut it short. So like snip snip, right? Basically, think of it like long hair, but then you just chop it and then you clean up the ends a little bit. Shorter version. There we go. And you overlap. And you overlap. And you'll have the background of the hair, which is just more for silhouette and adding volume. And then towards the bottom, you just kind of thin it out a little bit again towards the neck. And it feels natural. Be your character's stylist. And just do a bunch of hair studies. That's how you're going to learn. You know, I can show you that this is how you can draw short male hair, but in the end, you got to do your own research. So I highly recommend taking a lot of hairstyles that you like, whether it's anime hairstyles or realistic hairstyles or very, very stylized hairstyles, and just draw it and take notes. What's the silhouette of the hair? Like, okay, so I have a character. Her name is Ray, and she has a wolf cut. And I spent years trying to draw wolf cuts and failed a lot. So this is my character. In order for me to get this hairstyle right, I had to draw it basically like a million times. And I sucked at it. It didn't even look like a wolf cut at all. It just kind of looked like I think I remember what my first variation of her hair was. It just looked like this. Wasn't like wolf cutty at all. It just looked like that. And I'm like, what the heck is this? I don't understand. Why did I make these decisions? And then later on, as I drew a lot of those hairstyles, I'm like, oh, the curve comes out a little bit further, and then it rapidly comes down like this. Oh, so that's what a wolf cut looks like. Now it looks more accurate to what I want. And so that only comes through a lot of practice.
And comes from observing it.
Observing
the style. Like, where does the hair end? Where does it change direction? Like, look at an image of a wolf cut, try to draw it, mark out proportions, and be like, where does it curve? Like, where does it turn direction? Is it by the ear? Is it below the ear? Is it above the ear? How far does it come in? What does the curve look like above? What does the curve look like below? Where does it apex? Like, where are the spiky bits? And then also, like, dimensional drawing. A lot of this is dimensional drawing as well.
Yeah.
Like, these are all dimensional things. So you want to be practicing form drawing and thinking in 3D, because that's, again, one of the most important essentials, one of the most important things. Everything is in 3D. Everything is in 3D.
Which
You're
we
just
talk about
rotating
all the time.
real physical objects around.
Yep.
You're just drawing a three-dimensional object. So, like, you know, you've got a 3D model in your hand, like a figurine. You're just drawing a picture of it. It's still a figurine or a head or hair that's 3D.
Yep. And if you want to draw long hair from the side, you got to understand what it looks like from the front. So, like, let's say your front hair is like long butterfly bangs or long bangs just in general. Basically not bangs anymore. They're just too long to be bangs. And then your hair just kind of flows down and it's kind of wavy towards the bottom. Right? You're not drawing from a vacuum. You're drawing from a sort of reference point. So if I want to turn this into a side view, keep in mind this is where your hairline is. Keep in mind where your hairline is, and then you basically try your best to make your side profile feel like the front, but just at a different angle, I guess. So here comes out, comes to the side, right? So we see the side of this hair strand or hair clump, and even on the side view, we're still going to see the other side. We're still going to see a bit of volume. This is the part where people don't add hair; they'll just leave it blank. But no, we see the other side as well. It kind of comes out a little bit more. So this is starting to look more realistic, more believable. Here's the back of the head. Now this is the part where, think of it like a slide. Think of the accelerated curve. Flat, or not flat, but it's like, it's kind of stable. Then it starts curving really fast because it's going, along the sphere. And then it kind of hangs out, kind of does whatever. You know, if my hair is going to be kind of wavy towards the bottom, so I basically make it wavy towards the bottom. And then you layer. Right, so about maybe 70% is on the straighter side, 30% is perhaps a little bit wavier. So you can think of it as ratios like that too. And then the fun part, adding a bunch of extra strands that follow the form, follow the initial gesture. You can add a bit more to show a bit of depth. You add an underside here, and now it looks really pretty. But of course, you still got to add some hair on the other side because it's three-dimensional. And so that's how I would generally like to tackle. That's how I generally like to tackle straight hair from the side view. Just looks pretty. It's like not in a perfect side view, right? Because we still want to show form. It's not like an orthographic.
Gonna go watch your Chibi video. Bye bye. Bye bye, Artinum.
Bye.
How to draw character aging but still look like the same character. When I try to do this, it looks like a different character. What about male character with shortcut hairstyle like on a 20 or 30 something character? The age would definitely be based on like the face.
Yeah.
Like you could put any hairstyle on of anybody of any age. So if you want them to look 20 or 30, it's going to be
the head shape.
The head and face. But with a short cut hairstyle, how short are we talking?
Like buzz cut.
Like a buzz cut, a centimeter, 2 centimeters, 5 centimeters, like that sort of thing.
And not only that, but like making them look 20 or 30. I don't think there's really a hairstyle that makes someone look 20 or 30 years old. Like maybe there's certain averages of what hairstyles could look like for people of different age groups, but you can really do whatever you want, you know. It just depends on the vibe that you're achieving.
Probably a buzz. It would basically be the skull with tone on it.
It'd basically
you'd follow the hairline.
Follow the hairline. I'm not saying this is a perfect hairline, but all you have to do is just this.
So like you'd be drawing the skull, and then you'd be making an outline of the hairline. And then if you want, I mean, they could have a buzz cut and white hair, and you wouldn't see tone. But
that's
like,
true. I gotta use the bathroom.
Boom, 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 boom. Applejack sleeping. Well, he's not really sleeping. He's kind of just laying there. Kind of laying there with his eyes open. Like a little baby with a little thing above the crib, right? Like the little dangly thing that swings back and forth. We definitely treat cats like babies, don't we? There you go. Get ready for a comp in March. Nice. What kind? What if the left side of her eye is covered by like short bangs? How would you do a side profile for that? It depends on what you want to show. It's like very, very much. Do you want it to be mysterious so you cover the whole eye? Do you want to cover part of the eye? Because like technically you could make the argument that it could cover the eye or it could leave the eye uncovered or whatever. So it could go in multiple ways. Like I guess I would start with a question like, what do you want to show? Bruh, what? Katia. What do we got? I took a manga mentorship. Very nice. I have a really bad problem Huh? When you guys talk about color theory, my brain doesn't braining to learn color stuff. I find color theory is really flexible and actually not that difficult. It's like color relativity, right? So like you just think I've got colors and then I've got colors that are warmer than it and colors that are cooler than it. And you can kind of just move that slider around. Like if I have a red, if I've got a red, right? Why? Okay, locked. So I've got red-ish here, right? And it's pretty warm red in as far as reds go. So if I move over, I could go cooler, and so I can move into something that's, you know, a pink. That's much cooler than that red, but I could go warmer than that red. So I can move into like an orange, right? And so if I take these and I put them together, it's the cool. Like the red I started with is the cool and this is the warm. So, you know, here's the cool and here's the warm. But if I do this, then the red that I started with is actually the warm and this is the cool. And you could, I would say like either of these is fine, right? Totally fine. Either of them works. Would you suggest working with tone values before adding color? I would say probably. An earthquake just shook my entire house and now my dogs are going crazy. That's crazy. Like, that's all I can say is that's crazy, bro. Must not have been that powerful because I didn't get it on my earthquake notification app. Quake. Let's see what we got going down in that area. Ooh, 4.6. Or was that 656? Wow, a couple minutes ago, that was probably that 4.6, yeah? That's crazy, bruh. And then there's a 3.3 a minute later, 3.4 in the same minute. 5 something. That's crazy. Remember that earthquake that was like a 7 something? It like made that whole land split over in like California or whatever. Am I still learning? I don't know anyone who's not still learning, so I would say the answer to that question is a yes. I'm certainly still learning. Seems like a very much yes sort of answer. I would always assume the answer is yes. I'm not sure if your question is in like context to something though.
Her bowl cut method she first showed is really helping me right now, TYSM. Hey, you're welcome. Easiest haircut is always the bowl cut.
Fox was telling us about this crazy earthquake that shook her house and now her dogs are going crazy.
That's crazy. I hope that you're safe.
Yes. It's over, right? Did anything fall? Did you fall? You're sick, right?
Sick and have an earthquake. What luck? I always used to get so terrified of earthquakes. I mean, I still am. Tornadoes and earthquakes. I'm like, so scary. They used to, when I was in China, I used to go to China as a kid in the summer, and every time there were sometimes during the months of, I guess, earthquake season or whatever, if there is earthquake season, there would be like this commercial on TV of a cartoon that shows the dangers of an earthquake and what you should do, and it has like this like really suspenseful music, and it scared the crap out of me all the time. It just made me like have nightmares as a kid.
No, I'm scared.
No, you're not scared, are you? I'm mad I have the flu. I was supposed to get my nails done.
That's crazy.
It's such a girl thing.
I just started and drawing, and for some reason I feel like I get it a bit too fast, and I'm not trying to, like, you draw too fast?
Or do you mean like you're understanding things too fast?
I mean, that's good. Understanding things isn't usually the hard part. Like, it's pretty easy to understand stuff. It's applying them and doing them. That's generally the hard part. It takes a lot of practice and time, but that's great. Like, I'm I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
not
be
sure
mad.
what you mean by am I still learning? Like, yeah, of course.
You're always learning.
Like, everybody's always learning, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, like, art isn't necessarily a thing where you, like, it's not like the Matrix where you just download the information and then you automatically can draw. It's not really like that.
Yeah, I understand it a bit too fast. I feel like I'm not learning. The learning comes from drawing.
Yeah.
The learning doesn't come from hearing something.
or seeing.
The learning comes from practicing. Like, I know it sounds kind of weird, but you don't really learn stuff unless you're actually putting the pencil on the paper and doing.
Yeah.
For sure. What do you guys think about free rent? I'll let Fox handle that question. She can tell you what she thinks about free rent. I know anime drawing foo. Yeah, like Neo,
Anime
like someone
drawing
just
foo.
uploaded it into his brain. Like, you don't really learn drawing by not drawing. Like, you'll learn about stuff, and then you'll practice the things to get good at them.
How to draw hair on the wind, horizontal wind. Do you mean like hair going from the left to the right? Like, let's say if your character's in like a front view, but you want the hair to be going this way. Is that what you mean? Mm-hmm. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Or a farm wind, yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, basically just do that.
You
So
know,
with
like,
hair,
your gesture, you just take gravity sideways, right? You just take this and pretend that this is the head, and then you just draw the same thing, maybe a little bit messier. Like,
yeah, that's true.
it's basically gravity turned sideways.
Yeah, it is gravity
Like,
turned sideways.
or the direction that the wind is going, depending on how strong the wind is. And then you just make it a bit messy.
Yeah, and then hair doesn't really react like this. I mean, unless it's like really, really strong wind, but rarely you don't want to draw hair like this.
Unless,
You're being blown
like,
by a cannon.
an explosion goes off in front of someone's face, and their hair is like...
Yeah.
Like Goen's hair, when he grows to 30 for some reason all of a sudden, and
I
it
don't
goes like
understand
this.
So it doesn't necessarily move like that. It kind of, think of it like when you're bending a piece of paper. Let me think.
Mm-hmm.
When you're bending a piece of paper, the paper doesn't just go like that, right? It kind of bends a little bit because there's like sides to the paper, and there's flexibility, and it kind of goes like this. So your hair kind of does the same thing. It kind of goes from the side and then it turns, right? It doesn't like turn immediately. And then sometimes you'll get even offshoots where they kind of flow a little bit slower and kind of go around the face. But then the rest of the hair kind of goes in that general direction. If that makes sense.
You know, and it depends how strong the wind is. Like,
Yeah,
you
it
can get
does.
a little bit of a push, or you can get a lot of a push. But generally speaking, you would change the gesture of the hair to reflect what the wind is doing, right?
Yeah.
It's like the hair is going to have this overall gestural flow to it. That's dictated by gravity, right? It's going down. The hair goes down because of gravity, and all your hair kind of follows that gravity.
Yep.
You're taking the gesture of the hair, and you're just adjusting the gesture of it based on how the wind is blowing. So it's like Christina's gesture in this hair is like that. The gesture in this hair is like that. So you could have a head's like this, and it's like maybe the gesture,
Oh, it's kind of hard to see. So.
maybe the gesture goes like this, right? And you could be, there's a little bit of wind. There's the
Lot of bit of
gesture.
wind.
A lot of bit of wind, right? Little bit of wind.
Very windy, perhaps.
Very windy. And then all of the hair, considering you're still drawing over three-dimensional form, right? The head is a three-dimensional object. Hair is three-dimensional. We're not operating in 2D stickers. We are drawing a 3D thing. And it will refer to these gestures. And if the hair blows more back, then, you know, that is, it's going to be the same thing. Like, gesture is a two-dimensional thing, but I mean, that's like to the side. The head is just turned. What about like a front view where the wind is blowing it more back? instead of a side view where the wind is blowing it back.
I think at that point, it's hard to just like draw hair that's like this and everything's pulled back. I think to make it feel like it's being pulled back, you gotta add a bit more context clues. So, like maybe have some hair that's going from the top to the back, flowing a bit from the sides, and then it gradually comes towards the back. And you can also add some speed lines, or I don't know. I have to think about the speed lines a bit for a little bit. It's kind of hard to draw like hair being pulled back like this because it's not a very attractive kind of angle. So you have to like make it aesthetic by saying, okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit and say, okay, I'm just gonna pull these back a little bit.
Yes. I don't know what you mean by multiple directions. Wind is always blowing in a 3-dimensional direction. Like, it's either blowing sideways, which would be 3-dimensionally to, like, depending on what direction you're facing, like to the side. Or it'll be blowing to the front, or it'll be blowing a little bit to the front and mostly to the side. So, like, it's always 3D. It's never, like, a 2-dimensional thing. It's
never like, oh, one part of the wind's going this way, one part of the wind's going that way, unless you're like in like a tornado. But either way, the tornado is like going
it would still be in a direction. Like one is not just going down and up, and just choose one direction. What if wind is going like you compare it to in movement like ribbons? Yeah, hair is very effectively simplified into ribbons. That's how you render hair. It's how you can simplify hair. Is like ribbons with tapers and stuff. Yeah. Bye, guys. All right, bye-bye.
I remember that. I remember that word. Bye. How about when it's really windy?
It's just going to be chaotic.
Yeah.
Like, like it's going to be like much straighter.
Yeah.
It depends on what direction it's blowing. Like if it's blowing up from the ground, like if there's a air vent in the ground and it's going,
it'll kind of go like this.
It just reverses the gravity.
Yeah.
And then you'll get more chaotic, like more chaotically flinging hair.
Like a flag.
Yeah. Definitely think about a flag.
What are those like those wind things? Those puppets that are like, ooh. You remember those?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't remember what they're called. They're at the card places.
The card places, yeah. And then you'll see their tendrils or whatever, their little sparse hair. And
card dealership, yeah. Everybody in the United States knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. I think that's just so funny. Only in the States, huh?
Pretty much.
What if someone's falling? Would the hair go straight up?
Yep, there's wind blowing up. It would literally look like this for the most part. A lot of the time. It depends what direction they're falling.
Actually, funny enough, if you look at The Incredibles and they're falling off of the plane, their hair literally looks like this.
Yeah.
Because it's just at a straight velocity, right? It's not graceful at all. It's just all the hair's just pulling across.
I'm trying how to draw hats from different views. What a pain. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dimensional drawing is always a pain.
Yeah. I would say find the simplest form that represents that hat, or like the thing that it's closest to, and chop it, modify it. It's just form drawing exercises, right? So it's like you draw a cylinder and chop it, or you draw a sphere and then add like a bill to the front, which could be like a folded piece of paper or something, which is just like a chunk of the cylinder. So like whatever kind of hat you're trying to draw, figure out what 3D form. Oh, here, I'll let you draw yours.
No, you can. I already finished.
Like, think about what 3D form it's closest to, and then you modify it. So it's like if there's a hat, you could go center line, and you could go start with maybe like that, and then you go gonna curve that, and then you can go like, okay, now this comes back to here, and that may come back to like there instead. It's a little bit small for like a hat bill or whatever. I'll just redraw this part. So it's like there's like this. I don't really draw a lot of hats though. I should draw more. And it's like, okay, so where does this end? Maybe like choop there. We can literally just start with a flat piece of paper And then we can come up here, and do that.
Oh.
And do that, you know? We can make it touch the hat like that, or like go back to that. And then you can just add a bevel. And the same with this side, right? So it's like right there, you can come across. Right here, you probably wouldn't see it that much here. It might just be like a little tiny thing like that. And then it's like, okay, if this isn't a perfect circle, you can come up. Whatever. If it's like taller or however it is. So like, I would say one of the biggest things that I tend to do personally is I'll tend to start too complicated. Like I'll just go, oh, I'm going to draw this hat bill and I'm going to draw the whole thing in like one go like that. But you can do a sketch. That's really simple, right? A sheet of paper. Like, what is the thing? I learned this from Ramon Hurtado. He's like, what's the thing that you're like, well, I can't get that wrong. This, I'm like, I can't get that wrong, right? I could get a complicated bill wrong, but like, I can't get this wrong, or like, I'm very unlikely to get that wrong. So like, what's the next stage that I'm very unlikely to get wrong? Well, this. And then, okay, what's the next stage that I'm unlikely to get wrong? This. And then what's the next stage that I'm unlikely to get wrong? Well, this, right?
Simplest lines.
And then I can come across, zoop, and I can come across, zoop, and it's like, you know, there's that. So like this pulls away from us in that way. So like think about it in terms of like, I'm not going to get that wrong, right? Like, you know, I mean, a lot of people like a lot of people would be like, well, I can't draw a circle or a sphere. So, you know, if you don't have enough experience, like even the simplest form you will get wrong, but that's why you just got to practice and stuff, right? But it's like, what am I not going to get wrong? But like, I'm talking to Benji and he has a lot of practice. So I'm kind of catering this lesson to him. So it's like,
very good student, by the way.
yeah,
He attended our live classes.
Benji's great.
Loved his homework.
Phenomenal, really hard worker. He woke up like 4 or 3 in the morning to attend our live class because he's in Australia.
And he's a baker,
And
so they kind of have to wake up early, but it's still super commendable.
And so it's like, what am I
cannot do
not
that.
going to get wrong?
Oh.
Well, this, right? And so it's like you can do that with any kind of hat, right? And if you want to find like this point, I find that I tend to go too complicated too quickly. I do. Like, start with the simplest stinking thing. It is a sheet of paper.
I feel like even as we get better, we're like, we tackle the hard stuff because we're like, we think we're above the simple stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we can do the complicated stuff, but then it becomes harder, and we're like, okay, humbling. We gotta start simple again.
And so it's like you pull this down, and I'm just like, okay, there's that, or, you know, right here, and it's like I'm not gonna get this wrong. Okay, I'm not going to get this wrong, right? And like I break everything down into like, what's the simplest thing that I can do, right? Yesterday, talked about like this, like building a chair, and it's like literally start with the right layer. Like, I want to build a chair. Well, I'm just going to start with this and this. And then I can make it a little more complicated. I can come down and over, and I just draw a box. And then if I want these legs to be in different spots, I can move them manually, right? I go out here. Here's the new position of the leg. I come back here. Here. I can check it. Here's the new position of this leg. And then I go, okay, well, maybe this is like one of those relax chairs.
Lounge chairs,
right?
Let's go.
I'll adjust this so it's like not a tilted horizon anymore. There we go. Right? And I just like, okay, there's that. I don't remember what these stinking things look like. I think they have like a little thing maybe right here.
I've been
and then
watching so
maybe-
many videos on perspective, but it just doesn't click for me.
You don't learn perspective from watching videos. You learn perspective from doing the exercises.
Yep.
So I would say, go find some. Where the heck are they? Were they on this page? Yes. Go find some videos that teach 1, 2, and 3 point perspective and follow along with them, and then do them dozens and dozens of times each afterwards. Like, you literally just follow along line by line, actually on your own program or on a piece of paper, and you do it over and over and over and over. So you just start with a horizon line, horizontal line, a dot, and then you draw a rectangle, right? Draw a rectangle where this is perfectly vertical and this is perfectly horizontal. That should be simple enough to follow along. And then you simply go from this dot and you connect it to all 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right? And then you draw another rectangle behind it, connecting these 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a box.
Technically,
in
only have to
perspective.
draw 2 rectangles.
Yeah, it's 2 rectangles. Right?
Hey,
I'll
Pearl.
keep this clean by putting this back here. Now do this like 50 times, 100 times, 200 times. And you will get so used to doing it that you'll just go on autopilot. You'll just be like,
Yeah, I know how to do it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my second rectangle? 2, 3, 4. Clean it up. Okay. It will feel so boring and it'll feel like you understand it really well, but I promise you, you got to get to that point where it is like so autopilot that your brain can start thinking about other stuff. Like you can start thinking of OC lore while you do this and it's still right. Because you're going to need that mental space, right? Like this is 1 point perspective because it gets a lot more complicated as you go forward. And so you have to get it to the point where it's just like this subconscious thing that you don't really have to think about that hard, because you're going to need those mental resources later when we're thinking about other complicated, difficult things. And you don't get good at doing this by watching a video. You get good at doing it by doing it a bunch of times.
Thank you for the roses.
And like, this is based on myself. Like when I was in high school, I was like, I understand perspective or I don't understand perspective. I've watched a bunch of videos. You'll start understanding it when you do it like over and 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 over. And like at some point it will click. It may be when you're watching something. It may be when you're drawing something. And then you go beyond, right? You're Goku. Like he could have stopped when he took out Vegeta. He could have stopped all the way back in Dragon Ball when he stopped, what's his old version of Piccolo, right? Or when he stopped the Red Ribbon Army. He could have stopped there, but he went further. Goku went further, and you get and this is what it means to go beyond. And like, you could have stopped at that box, but Goku didn't. Naruto didn't stop. He ran up the tree. He ran up the tree and got higher than Sasuke, I think.
Yeah, I think.
It's been a long time since I watched Naruto. I watched Dragon Ball a lot more recently.
I think he launched himself to a tree until he could like get to the highest point. I think they had like a student contest or something. I remember.
This box, this is the anime antagonist that you have to defeat, right?
Yeah.
Like 500 times or 5,000 times. You don't have to do them all at once, but like just connect the dots. Now, you don't have to start with the front of the box. You could start with the bottom or the top of the box, right? Like I could go, here's this, and there's this. Now this is the bottom or the top, depending. I could pull lines up, and I can connect them, and then I'll just go. So here's the thing, right? This is a very awkward angle. Like this is a really hard angle to get accurate because this is so squished. So I'll do a sneaky little trick and I'll get this one. Like
so
that.
I'll have to stream Sasuke every time I try to. Every time I draw a box.
And then you'll have to kiss him.
So
right? And you go, crap. Okay, there. And then you connect this one up here. And that gives you that one because you just come straight over and then you just connect that dot with that dot. So this little perspective thing will help a lot. You will get these really freakishly squished sides to your box. Like a box will end right here and you'll be like, this sucks. Find the bottom of it and then use it to find the top. It is much easier to find the bottom of this box by bringing it back to the vanishing point like this, you know, and I'm going to be lazy and shift click like in this. It's much easier to find the bottom and then bring it up to the top right here and bring this up to the top right here than trying to like draw this crap before you draw the bottom. It's just like a little quality of life helper for you. Trust me, it'll help a lot, especially when forms start getting really complicated. And since this is behind this one, we're gonna make sure we can see it and use some line weight.
I usually stare at Pinterest. Oop, that comment just went away. 1 second. Like a little bit higher. I usually stare at Pinterest drawings really hard to try to understand. Probably a bad method. I think staring at it is just going to confuse you more. So what I'll try to do is if I'm like, oh, if I see a breakdown, I will literally like just draw it based on, to the best of my ability, based on the Pinterest reference. And then I'll be like, can I understand this? Can I not? If it's still too above my level, then I'm like, okay, I'll just stick to the boxes.
So back to what we were talking about, Benji. What the?
It's a different layer.
You're right. It was. Try to start with a thing that you're like, I can't get that wrong. Like that
so
I
simple.
learned from Ramon Hurtado. It's like when you're measuring for a portrait, it's like, what is one line in this portrait that is so crystal clear, I know I can't get that one wrong. And he's like, you know, maybe the person has really straight hair and you see a very specific shape and you're like, I'll start with that. Like move from the thing that you're least likely to get wrong to the next thing you're least likely to get wrong, and it will help like drastically improve the quality of like your exercises and practice and stuff. So I'm saying this from personal experience. Start simple, and I often go like, I can start complicated, and then I get cooked.
Yeah, same here.
I get absolutely
It seems easy
destroyed.
to us too. We get cooked.
And
By
it's
the
100% my fault. I'm
hubris. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm an arrogant, egotistical artist who is actually a beginner, and I just won't admit it.
Ramon Hurtado is a cool name. Yeah,
He's a
actually, you
phenomenal artist.
you spelled it correctly too.
Ramon Hurtado. Yes.
Yeah.
Phenomenal artist, by the way. Go check out his stuff. He has
Yeah.
an Instagram. He teaches classes. He's a really, really big advocate of 19th century classical like art style, and he's like kind of, I don't want to say modernized it so much, but he teaches it and does a really, really good job. We were going through a class of his with another artist, Devin Corwin, who's a really good artist as well. You said you're making a comic. We'll make a comic. We have a couple of ideas that we've thrown around in the past, but we've been so busy lately.
Yeah, we've been focused mainly on this business and streaming and stuff. That's starting a new project is like. How to find your own art style?
You don't even have to look for it. It'll happen based on what you draw and what you like drawing and who you learn from. You don't even have to worry about art style at all unless you're trying to get hired at a really specific studio that has a very specific art style that you need to have in order to get hired there. You don't have to even think about it.
I would say what will elevate your style and also help it evolve is learning the fundamentals.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people will go, oh my gosh, I love that style. But it's really just like
good fundamentals,
good perspective,
good paint,
well-applied color theory, good value grouping, good design. However, if you want to develop a particular art style, study it. Find something that you like and start studying it. It will, like, that's the way to do it.
Yep. Try to blend certain styles, like maybe taking a a show that you like the style of with another show that's very different, and be like, how could I clash those two things together, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Already trying the cylinder for the build, and it's helping me understand so much. Heck yeah. It's just those. It's so simple, isn't it?
And I'll go, if I have a cylinder, like I can chop that cylinder.
Ooh.
Right? So like for the bill of a hat, a lot of the time I would actually probably start with a piece of paper, like a flat thing, because bills are not that curved. They're not, like, they're such a small chunk of a cylinder that it might just be easier for me to draw a plane and come up and loop this over. Like, would I rather draw a whole cylinder just to get this little chunk, or would I rather draw a little bit of a plane to get the chunk? And then I get free perspective as well, which is like all of these. And then I have this, and I can just round it out. But you could definitely start with a cylinder for sure. Like, I mean, if the bill is like, some bills could like come really far down, like all the way down here or something, And this is a horrible ellipse back here. Oh my gosh. It's a little bit better. And then like a lot of the time on this side, you won't even see anything. You just like, you can like mark off.
I've had some people try to teach me how to draw, but it's to draw like them, not draw better, SMH. Yeah, I mean, definitely happens.
That's the power of foundation. Like, if you take a really good class by a pro who knows what they're doing, they'll generally teach foundation. Like, foundational principles they transcend style, and they transcend, like, technique is good, right? There's like a lot of processes that people use, but foundation transcends, right? Like, dimensional drawing, it applies to everything. Everything's in 3D that you draw. Design, composition, color theory, and then you can tweak it to be your own thing. But like color relativity, warm and cool colors, value grouping, all of that stuff, like many different artists are doing that, and they do it in slightly different ways, but it's like the same foundation.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Toby's here.
Tarby.
How long will you guys be streaming tonight?
I have no
know.
idea. I don't even know if I'm streaming right now, honestly. I blacked out like an hour ago.
We had a big day today.
Yeah, we did have a big day. We drove a really long ways. I shoveled 1,000 pounds of dirt, and then I picked up that dirt and carried it and wheelbarrowed 1,000 pounds of dirt.
Uh-huh.
And then we started, and we got home at like 4. Or we got done at like 4 something, and then we immediately ate and rushed to stream.
Yeah. OMG, why? Because I'm making a garden.
Yeah, she's making a garden.
I am making a garden. I'm so excited.
Garden.
So he didn't have to wheel 1,000 pounds of soil just to dig up the hole again.
Yeah. It's fun. I'll send you pictures of it in a little bit. Actually, I'll send them to you now. Christina, you can draw.
Oh, okay. Just handed it to me now. Okay. I find room type backgrounds difficult. I find it difficult too sometimes, but like what helps me is to find the angle of what room am I drawing. So like, for instance, if I'm drawing a composition, I'll be like, I'm just going to draw a corner of the room that's like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what can I fit in here now? I'm not saying that this is the best way to do it. Maybe I might add a little bit more.
You can only look at you can only look at the inside of a box in so many ways.
Yeah.
You can look at the corner. You can look at the edge. You can look at the back. You can look at the top. Like, you can look kind of at the back and at the top. Mm-hmm. You can look kind of at the top and at the side. Like, there's only so many ways to look at a room.
And then you're like, okay, well, basically this is my grid.
Yeah.
So I just try to follow my furniture and
those
my
two
furniture.
lines give you your horizon line and your vanishing point, by the way. So like, you can follow these back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like this and this, and that'll give you a vanishing point.
Oh, that's my horizon line is way off.
And then there's your horizon line, and you can finish the rest of the room. Because those first 2 lines are free. You can put them wherever you want. Oh, I remember Kingston had this awesome lesson in FZD, where it's like, if you want to draw something in perspective, your first 2 lines are free.
Oh yeah, I like that. Draw 2 lines, get 1. I don't know. Get one free.
Yeah, it's like if you want to draw something in perspective, it's like your first 2 lines are free, and then your third one sets your horizon, and so like your convergence. So now this is going towards a vanishing point, and this is going to also go towards a vanishing point, right? And then that's already set your perspective. But like again, this is a little bit more advanced. Like you kind of have to have drawn a lot of boxes and understand like horizon lines and 1 and 2 and 3 point perspective and stuff. But Kingston was one of my teachers when I was in FZD, and he's like, your first 2 lines are free. You can put them literally anywhere. You could do them like that. You could do like that. You could do like this, and you can always get your perspective out of it.
Wow. Had its clicking finally. Isn't that wonderful, Benji? And
That's
you
great.
applied it too. So like that's a lot of your hard work.
Yeah. And like your third line's not free. Your third line sets some stuff, but then all of those other lines are like referring to these. So like you can draw an object, you're looking up at it. You can draw on, like this could be looking down at this box. Like, oh, I'm looking down at it.
I don't know.
Yeah. You know, you're looking to at the side, like you change it, you go 90 degrees. It's like, I'm looking at the side. But yeah, like there's only so many ways you can look at a room.
Yeah. Before you lose your mind.
Like the inside of a box, or if it's not a box-shaped room, it could be the inside of a cylinder or a modified box. Generally, you're looking at like the inside of a very primitive form. Oh, garden.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
The dirt looks nice. It's
the dirt,
so good. It's like,
bro, I did not know how good dirt could look until like you know what's going into the soil. Like all the dirt that's outside our backyard is just so ugly. It's so disgusting. And then I see this soil and it's just rich and dark. And I'm like, oh, that looks so nice. I have to protect it.
Oh, you got a Ray fan art.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm checking. Ooh. Okay. I gotta look. I gotta look.
You can look at Miki while she finds it.
Oh, that's so good.
There it is. That's so nice.
That's so
I love that.
nice. Ooh, you made her thick too.
That's great.
Okay.
That's fun.
That's
Cute.
fantastic. I love it.
I love
and you
this,
did her
like the size
hair.
of the hands and stuff too.
Yeah, it looks really good. Really, really nice. I love how you did her hair too. Chat, y'all. Anytime someone does a Ray fan art, they get her hair done so well, and I'm like, I spent so many years struggling, but I envy that. I envy that. But I'm hoping that helps with the room problem. But in the end, you know, it's like...
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, are you trying to draw characters that are doing things? Because there's a lot of ways to approach rooms that don't involve heavy perspective.
Yeah.
When characters are acting or doing something. Like, you look at most movies, you look at most TV shows, when characters are in a room and doing something, they use really, really simple compositions and perspective. It's rarely complicated.
I think that when people think about perspective, they end up making the perspective the part of the main point of the piece.
Yeah, that
so
is
like
definitely kind of like
I've definitely done that a lot.
I used to do this a lot. It's like people will get very wrapped up in the perspective that the image will be about the perspective rather than about like the story, like what's happening, what's going on.
Like someone in a cafe can literally just be like, "Oh, here's the side of a window."
Yeah, like your shot will literally be like that, and then you'll have like the
table,
the seat behind them or the table in front of them, and it'll be like,
I don't know.
That's the shot.
That's a shot.
And it's like inside of the room, you'll see it with so many, like, unless it's like, I don't know, like an establishing shot of the inside of a building where it's like, oh, like, you know, this is where we are, by the way.
Yeah.
It's usually, you know, medium close, medium shots. I would definitely say if you have trouble with interiors as well, study interiors. Study interiors from movies, TV shows, animes. Like, look at how they handle them. You'll be like, there's hardly any perspective here. What the heck?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I thought that this was super heavy perspective. They debated me.
Yeah, or like manga panels. Like, oh my gosh, there's like a character with like a line in the background half the time.
Bro,
like,
you know,
like 2 lines.
most mangas I've seen, they're mostly headshots.
Tons
A lot of them,
them.
there's just tons of headshots because that's the point of the story, right? They just want to know the character, so they're like, you know, I'll see pages.
Yeah, I'll grab one.
Yeah, I think
I'll grab Gunsmith Cat.
Yeah, Gunsmith Cat does have a lot of good environment stuff though too. Like a lot of time I'll just be like, oh, headshot 1, oh, headshot 2. You know, with a speech bubble like that, and then like occasionally in a panel there'll be like an establishing shot, just to show where they are, or like there's like some action, and then they'll go back to another, you know, character frame. Like that's what ends up that's what I see a lot in mangas. I'm like, oh, yeah, we should do studies on manga.
Wait, I have the ebook of.
You do have it.
I have it on the iPad Mini.
Apple.
Baby Jack.
He's so silly. Oh yeah, look, that page is good.
There.
So there's an establishing shot.
Look at that. Very, very, very simple. Look, it's the corner of the room that Christina drew. Right here.
Yeah.
Hers is flipped.
Yeah, mine's flipped.
It's the corner of a room. Look.
Actually,
you'll
Jean
see,
taught me
another
that.
corner of a room. Yes, Jean. Jean has
Bond.
really good stuff on this. Look. A door. An L. An upside down L.
And look, after that, headshots.
Yeah. It's like you'll literally
Right
just
after
see
that.
like the edge of a room.
Headshots, headshot, close up.
A rectangle. Wow.
Yeah, rectangle. Yeah.
Another line. A door behind a pistol. Like, again, like you see this a lot of the time. It's like most of the time you don't need to show a lot of a room to show that someone's inside. Like, I mean, even it's the similar with like all this kind of stuff, right? Here's a car flipping and crashing, but it's literally just there's a line for the ground to separate the ground from the sky, and then there's a really nicely drawn car.
Yep.
There's a line for the ground and a shadow. And I find that super cool because it's like super effective storytelling, right? Like this is very simple right here too. Here's like a bedroom with a box. It's the corner of a room with a box.
Corner of a room with a box.
It's nice.
I really like this stuff. I need to read that manga.
Manga studies? Yeah, absolutely. Dude, that's cool.
Oh, that's really good.
This manga is so cool.
It's so nicely drawn. So nicely drawn. It's a fur baby, yes.
It's cute.
Oh, that is very Mickey.
Not me being distracted by the art.
I'm kind of tired.
Ooh, that's a nice shot.
Oh, that is a very nice shot. That's a money shot right there.
So, like, what do rooms look like? You're tired?
Yeah, but
Really clean manga. Yeah, it's Gunsmith Cats. Absolutely awesome. What is this? Dahlia Rose sent paper crane. Thank you.
Oh, thank
2 paper
you.
cranes. Thank you. Appreciate it. We had a hand heart earlier from
Eliana?
Elina.
Eliana? Oh, okay. Nice. Thank you.
Elilina.
Elilina?
Elilina.
Elilina? Thank you.
Man, got the coughs today.
Me too. You did breathe in a lot of dust.
I need that iPad mini. So much cat hair everywhere, bruh.
Meh.
Get out of here, update. No, I don't want to update. Is it Kindle that I got it on? It's got to be. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, it's so cool.
Homie, what? Oh.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do really, really good studies of these. Where's some of, like, indoor stuff, dude? That's an indoor. This one's so simple.
Wow.
So simple. It's a door and the floor and the wall and its characters on it. Super simple inside shot.
It's even kind of got a bit of like that fisheye down there.
Oh, that's like the panel. I
that's
would
the
say.
panel?
But
Oh, okay.
it does help the composition for sure. A room.
It's cute.
Again, it's like it's the corner of a room right there. You're basically just looking at the corner of the room. We've got like the panel right here. And then we have that. So like, you know, your horizon line somewhere in here. You've got like a bed coming across here. Box. And then you got a character, you know, back here. And there's a character up here, which is like in front of the box. And she's like carrying something. So it's like, and she's like holding some sort of cylindrical object.
I always like it when I see like this kind of larger character introduction right after an establishing shot. It's very aesthetic.
There's a window behind this one. So it's like, again, it's like here's the corner of the room and it's the inside of a box, right? You go, here's the side of a box. Here's the side of the box. And then in this room, you could go, there's a door. And whatever. Here on the ground, there's a character. Right? And this character could be like standing or whatever. Down close to us. And you can literally just like crop the shot. Like that. And cut all this off and you just see like a couple of lines. Like you literally only have like 1 or 2 lines going back to the vanishing point, right? Maybe there's like a picture on the wall and it's like mostly that. We'll lower the door frame a bit. And it's like this is the entire shot.
Any videos to help with storyboarding and perspective?
Perspective, yes. Storyboarding, we don't really do much storyboarding. So not really for storyboarding there.
What's
And
your
then-
suggestion at getting better at anatomy?
Take a figure drawing class.
Yes.
Definitely. You'll learn anatomy. Like, do you want to get better at drawing people or do you want to learn the muscles?
Yeah, I think that's like what's your intention?
Yeah, like by learning anatomy, are you just wanting to get better at drawing people to make them look good and believable so you can put them in a shot? Or are you like, I want to learn the muscles because muscles are cool and I want to learn what the bicep is and I want to learn where to put where the pectoralis connects to the humerus and yada yada. Right? Like manga panels will look like that. You know, and maybe there's someone out here that's like outside of there and then that's the entire room. It's a couple of lines and tiny convergence. That's
So
why
you're
it's
telling
like,
me I don't need to be the ultimate perspective master to draw manga?
not really.
Not
at
really.
all.
You just need to get good enough
Dude,
to
a lot of
understand
people
the space.
literally just do like headshots and bust shots for a ton of mangas, and they'll have like one line in the background. Like I recommend, like there are manga artists out there who are super good at perspective and use it like crazy. Like look at like Akira, right? Like amazing shots, amazing perspective. Do you need it in order to entertain people and tell a story? No. Can you use it to? Yeah, absolutely. Like you just don't really need, you don't need it. You could use it. There are manga artists out there who are super good at it, and others who their entire book is literally just like 3/4 heads talking to each other, dude. Like, you know, their whole book is just like this.
Yep.
It's just that.
Yep.
and it's like super
Oh,
popular.
where's our manga books?
Which
There was
ones?
one, like the ones that we bought from Barnes and Noble. I don't know, like the shoujo mangas or whatever. I don't know exactly where they are, but there was I remember looking at the panels and I'm like, oh yeah, they were just all character headshots.
Yeah, it's like I'll go to like the bookstore, right, and I'll look at some of the mangas and I'll open some of them, and the entire book is just like this, and the paneling is literally just like this.
They're
And
all, like,
there's
character
nothing wrong
focused.
with this, by the way. This is totally fine. It's like, here's the panels of a page, like that, and all of them are heads, and they're all talking to each other, right? So there's like person here, and they're talking, and there's a person here.
You will never unsee this.
And they're talking, yeah. And then it's this every single shot, pretty much. And they're popular, and they're interesting, and people like them. You could totally do that if you want. There's no like right way. You can just you entertain people, and they read your story, you know, profit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people do that, dude. Or it's literally just this.
They'll like switch. They're like, oh, over the shoulder.
It's just like that. I wouldn't particularly want to do this because I really like drawing
And drawing different things.
and drawing different
stuff.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like there's your whole story.
Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know.
That's like the whole thing. Oh, and if you want to put them inside,
Oh, just add a room. Add a line.
now they're in a room.
A floating head.
Yeah, and it's like, and this person's in a room.
And it makes it feel like, oh, I need to be a master perspective.
They're in a room, and this person's in a room. Like you see a bunch of like manga, like what are they called, like storyboards? Does mangas have storyboards? I like
Yeah.
saw some. I don't know if that's what it's called technically, but it's like they'll literally look like this.
Yeah.
And then you know we'll change the hairstyle in order to make this a little bit more like
Different. Spiky.
sure.
Person A, person B. The corner trick.
It's
Yeah,
literally you'll
it's
see it
just a
everywhere.
corner, yeah,
you'll see it everywhere, literally everywhere. And then occasionally you'll see like I don't know a door or a picture on the wall or a window, right, with blinds, and it'll be like a rectangle and some lines. There's a girl with the blinds behind her. This is much more complicated, right? Like this is
more
super good.
more involved, yeah.
No, this is probably like they probably use some sort of 3D on this or something. I'm not sure. But they might not have. I don't know. Oh, look, a room. There's the corner
With screen tone
with tone.
instead of line.
Do we get any more rooms here? Oh my gosh, look, this one don't even have a background. There's just
This
a
is white.
table or a bed. It's like, oh, there's a box, and the corner of the box is literally behind her
Like,
on the left.
Guess what? All the reason why is because they want you to focus on the characters, and if they drew a lot of the background, people get distracted by it.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to look at this page.
So you got those characters, and it's like, boop boop. Here's the bed, and here's blankets on the bed, and there's your shot. And I don't know, maybe if we want to be super fancy, we put a corner to the room over here. If we want to be ultra super mega fancy, we put a laundry basket and a bookshelf. Ultra super mega fancy, right? And then it's like, you know, maybe the person's in bed and they're like,
Oh yeah. I wonder what to do today.
Nikki in bed, and she's like this, and her torso's that way, and her pelvis is this way, and she's like this.
She's like a pinup model.
What do I do today? So bored.
So bored. Oh, homework on the unfinished homework on the bed, perhaps. Has anyone ever done homework on their bed? I've never done that. What's your favorite manga? I don't know, honestly. Probably Food Wars. Well,
you liked that. You
I
read
did.
A lot of that.
I read a lot of Food Wars, and I really liked it, except for the last few volumes. But
Like, oh my gosh, so bored, dude.
I'd fall asleep if I did homework in bed. Yeah, I do homework on the bed almost every day, always. That's cute. Back when I used to do silly writing as a teenager, I would sneak my MacBook and go under the covers and just write a bunch. It was so fun.
Like, oh my gosh, so bored. You know, maybe we'll change her leg position. Maybe we'll go like
one leg up, or maybe like one leg bent.
Yeah, I'm thinking like leg bent.
One leg straight.
And then one leg is like, yeah.
That's
like,
cute.
So bored. And pull this out, actually. Yeah. Or she could be like hanging off the bed or something, right? I made her legs too
short.
high, short, yeah. And you can just continually like revise and modify this. And it's like laundry basket, maybe a little bit shorter. Maybe it's got like clothes coming out of it. Does she have a window up here? Why not?
Maybe she's on a bunk bed. Who knows?
She could be on a bunk bed. Right? And there you go. And that could be your sketch. And then you come in here, zoop. Actually, I'll just do it manually. And it's like, you know, you start focusing a little bit more on this. Like, okay, there's the box of that. Here's this. How does this sleeve go? Where are the tension points? Like, here's her arm.
Oh, I used to read the Betty and Veronica comics when I was a kid. At least only one. I only had like one book, so I just kept reading it over and over. Because kids are like that. And I didn't understand any of it.
It's like, oh my gosh. She's so bored. Oh, oops. Big eraser. Yeah, we do that. But like you'll see that like a lot of the time it's literally just this. And they'll draw like hatching to show the surface of the bed. They'll do it a lot of the time on like boxes, and you'll see it all over the place. Is like if you've got an object, they'll just put like hatching on it to show the form. Or to show the surface, because like line work isn't really real. Like line work is like an invented thing that doesn't really exist in real life. So you have to show people when there is a surface. You have to like spell it out for them and be like, here's the surface of it. These dots are on the surface of this object. It's you'll see it all the time. And you'll see like wrapping lines around it as well. And I'll draw really, really messy to start, you know. Don't matter at all. She's on her bed. Maybe her bed ends here. It's a twin. She's just like, oh my gosh. What if she was like looking over to like a different direction or something like?
Oh, that's nice. Maybe she drew like Sasha from Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
She's like, ugh.
Where is it? Here it is. I did a drawing a long time ago that was in a room as well. Remember that one with Miki, Abby, and Miko with the tree
Oh,
house?
the tree. Yes, I do remember that one. Your Chibi video is super helpful. Oh, awesome! Yay! I'm glad you like it, Artyom. Anyone read the Tintin books? I've never read it.
You can just continually refine. Like, there's nothing that says you can't go back in here and go, right, turn this off and just do another refinement pass. You know? Corner of the room. you know, whatever stuff on the ground. Maybe we'll put the homework over here instead.
Ooh.
There's the pencil. Here's paper. Here the bed's off the ground a little bit because the stand.
This is inspiring me to start my manga even though I didn't feel good enough yet. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at One Punch Man, you know? The original, like, web comic. Yeah, I mean, if I'm this bad and I'm starting this drawing, then it should honestly inspire anybody. Because if you can draw this weird and make something, then anybody can.
Imagine she's sleeping with a book over her head. I used to do that. Really? That's funny.
Or it could be like...
Book on her belly. So don't want to do any homework.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, I so don't want to do any homework. Or it could be like this, right? Like...
Like, homework is so yesterday.
Like, she has her phone.
Oh, she's taking a selfie?
Maybe. Maybe she's like, I'm so bored and I'm going to take a selfie and, you know.
And look cute.
And look cute. You know, and you can, like, check the corner of the room. You can bring these down and over. Down. Over. So that's lined up with the top of the bed. So, like, you know, little perspective checks here and there. Because I didn't do any. Did, like, no planning at all. I just drew, like, a couple of really rough lines or whatever.
I've recently read Magus of the Library manga, and the artwork is phenomenal. You guys should give it a try if you haven't read it yet. Ooh.
Maybe this one can be like a bookshelf.
Bro, if I get sucked into a manga, I'm just never going to stop.
Yeah. Maybe there's one that pops out, and there's one that's in here, and there's some leaning over books. Kind of go back in there. You know, maybe there's like stuff on the shelf. Maybe there's like, I don't know, like stuffed animal up here. And that would be like kind of a sketch for one. So bored. Maybe she wouldn't have a pillow. Maybe her pillow would be like down here.
Oh, that's funny, because you threw it over.
I don't know.
I used to sleep upside down just for the heck of it when I was a kid.
Yeah, she's on like that side of her bed. Kind of the same process that I did with that old drawing that I did. Only real OGs will remember this one, because this drawing hasn't come up in a really long time. Apparently, here it is. This one. That's the process that I used for this one. This is inside of a room. There's the corner of the room right there. And there's just the back wall. So it's like characters in the room. There's the corner. You got some stuff in the background, and you have characters doing something. And you got like a couple props around. It's a pretty standard shot. It's sort of the same approach. I just kind of sketch and do that sort of thing. Thinking of taking the figure drawing class in February, but worried since I only use the pencil and paper use pencil and paper and wouldn't be able to do the opacity reduction steps and the layer transformations. We've had a good amount of people take our, you mean the live figure drawing class? We have a good amount of people who took the figure drawing class who just do traditional.
Mm-hmm. I would say if you want to do like the drawing over your drawing, I would say start light. Like that's basically what we're doing is you start light, you know.
Traditional is goated for figure drawing.
Goated.
Like,
yeah.
I started all my figure drawing traditionally, and I took online classes like Will Weston's or whatever.
Yeah.
It's no problem at all.
Mm-hmm. Like if I were drawing traditionally paper and pencil, I would start very lightly like this. And then, you know, sometimes I would just erase it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then I would just go like over and over with darker lines.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, people have been learning figure drawing traditionally for ages.
Oh, yeah.
We don't, in our figure drawing class, we don't really teach the medium that much. Like, we don't focus on a specific digital, like, workflow or anything. Mm-hmm. Like, the process that I'm using right now on stream is, like, I'm using, like, a lot of digital kind of tools and stuff. But, like, a figure drawing class is all about a process for drawing a character or a process for drawing a figure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my first figure drawing class was done traditionally too.
Yep. You sleeping with a book over her head, but then you wouldn't be able to see her cute face. And that's
true.
like what people read the book for.
Is to see the cute face. You know, I think it'd be really cool to see the rough sketches of like really popular manga artists and see what their stuff is like.
What's the curriculum or subjects for the figure drawing workshop in February? So did you list out the weeks? Are we doing what we did last time?
I think we're doing what we did last time. So I can't necessarily say it from the top of my head,
like
but
week to week exactly.
Yeah, week to week exactly.
Sometimes we'll cover different things based on what people in the class really want, but we will cover like the core concepts. Like maybe people are really struggling on a certain thing, so we'll talk about something more one week, but it generally goes proportion, which is like proportional measurements and gesture, and then like simple forms, like simple forms of the body, and then we start going through
the muscles,
like the muscle
groups.
So there will be like muscle groups, right? So 1 week would probably be like the torso, front and back. One week will probably be like legs. 1 week will probably be arms, and 1 week will probably be like heads and hands.
Yep. Or hands and feet, whichever.
And
heads and hands would be
total.
pretty good.
Yep. And the class is broken into 2 parts, which is basically there's the lesson part and then there's the critique part. And so we do a full lesson, and then there is the critique part, which is like could literally last hours. We go over every single person's work.
I would say like this is kind of generally the process. You know, sometimes, you know, if we have extra time, we'll go through something extra like painting the figure, for example. But we'll always cover the whole body, like the anatomy and structure and stuff.
The problem with hats, they cover the face unless you tilt them up. I guess if you're looking at someone from like slightly above, then but they do cover a good amount of the face.
How much is that? The live feedback must be amazing.
Yes. Chips, do you have Anime Art School? Everybody who owns Anime Art School gets a $100 off coupon. So $500 originally. If you have the Anime Art School already, it's $400. Yep. And if you want a coupon, just message me and I'll send you one.
Oh, you do?
You do, yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be $400.
Yeah, it'd be $400. How different are the lessons portion of the workshop than the 1 year program lessons? So I think, let me think of how to answer that. With the 1 year program, I would say they're pretty similar, but I think that because this is only 6 weeks, it's going to be a little bit faster. It's still going to cover a good amount of depth, but also it's meant to be manageable for within like people's work schedules.
People mainly will take it because they get the accountability, like they do all the homework, and they want the live critiques. Like they want the ability to ask questions and get like in-depth feedback. I'm talking like someone asks a question or wants something expanded upon, and we will explain it in 3 different ways. Or we'll describe it with feedback to your actual work. Like you'll be like, I really struggled on this part of the figure, and we take your actual work and draw on top of it and give suggestions and breakdowns and stuff. It's like that's the most valuable part of a live class is the actual feedback that you get on your work. It can literally jump you ahead. Like, it'll save you months of time.
Yeah.
It'll 100% save you a lot of time just because of the instant feedback and like, oh my gosh, like wrapping the form around the thing or doing this, like you can see how your drawing would have been treated differently or would be treated by somebody.
Yeah. And I would say, like, is it public? Would other people see my face in the workshop? No.
Only if you turn your camera on, and it would only be the people in the class, which at this point would be 5 other people.
Yep.
But some people put their cameras on, some people don't. Some people never use voice, some people just talk in the chat. But it is a Zoom call. So you would be able to ask questions in the chat or with your voice.
And if we don't get to your question because maybe we looked over it, you have to tell us because that's what you paid us for. I said, if we end up missing a question because we weren't looking at chat in the class, in the live class, just let us know because that's what you paid us for to do.
How would they let us know?
Well, like,
ding.
I don't know. I guess like a raising hand thing or
yeah, they do have a raising hand thing in Zoom, don't they? I know they do in like go to a meeting or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, we also try to keep up with the messages.
Oh yeah, I keep an eye on chat. We're both there the whole time. So if one instructor is doing a lesson, another instructor will be keeping an eye on chat and stuff. How long is a weekly session?
Okay, so
it's at least 2.5 hours, but some weeks it will literally go for like 5 hours just because there's so much to cover, and we really want to get to everybody in depth. So like,
I remember
sometimes it'll go 4 or 5 hours.
I remember one time I was going on with critiques for a very long time.
Yeah, which I personally love in classes because everybody gets their critique, and if you'll have like a lot of content to go through, and all the Zoom videos are put in the student Discord for students who are enrolled in the class, so you'll be able to rewatch them and download them. I love it. Like, doing live classes is one of our favorite things to run and to take.
It's definitely one of the best parts of our business, I think.
It is on Saturdays. It starts at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is like 11 a.m. our time. So if you're in the States, if you're in California, it starts at 10 a.m. If you're on like in like Florida or New York or in that time zone, Eastern, it starts at 1 o'clock, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 1 p.m. And then it starts February 21st. So that's a Saturday. And it'll be our 3rd term running classes. So we're not new to it. Well, we've mentored a lot of students, but this will be our 3rd term running classes as well.
Yep. Which, I mean, if you want to find the class, you can check it on our website, drawanime.com. It will be the teal button.
Oh, yes.
So, yes.
For anybody who's interested. Yeah, and if you have any other questions, feel free.
I'm actually
Benji was one of the students that took our class.
Yes. I'm
very good, hard.
I want more students in the class. I want to talk more to y'all.
Yes.
But
sign up. It's so fun to get to know you guys.
Fun.
And another big benefit of the site of the live class. Oh, thank you very much for the $3.99 super chat. Really appreciate it. But it's our pleasure to like answer questions or whatever, And I really like taking live classes because like the instructor knows you guys. Like, the instructor will know you. Whenever I take a class, like with Will Weston or Ramon Hurtado or whoever, they go like, oh yeah, you were my student. If you ever see them at like an event or something, they're like, oh yeah, I recognize your name, or I recognize you, depending on whether they see you or not. Like, I remember I took a class of Ahmed Alduri's in Art Center, and I went up to talk to him in the very first Lightbox Expo. And he's just like, oh, hey, Colton. Like, how you doing? Like, how's it been? That's the crazy thing about, like, actually having a live instructor for a class is, like, when you have a course. Now, obviously, I recognize you because you're in, like, YouTube chat a lot and stuff. But, like, there's something about taking a live class that builds a
more personal connection.
Yeah, like a more personal connection with instructors. And that's one of the reasons that I really enjoy taking them.
Yeah, like, I will Every time I think of like Clear Sky or Benji, I'm like, oh yeah, those are one of our students from
Yep.
the live class.
I'm like, oh, Clear Sky.
yeah, like it's not like, oh, they're part of the Discord
Dahlia.
server. Yeah, exactly. Or oh yeah, Dahlia. It's like they're not just like, oh, they're a Discord member. They're like actual students.
Yeah, they're people that we taught
and that we remember
did
and
the homework, and I remember their work, and like Horologium, I'm just like,
oh yeah,
hey,
Horologium. Yep. Mm-hmm.
are you taking the class?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Oh, and Dingy and stuff.
Dingy. We have a lot of people that take our class. Our Shalindria.
Yeah, Misaki as well was a student.
Misaki. Speaking of Misaki, are you here? Heck, are you at? We're making Misaki's mod sticker.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, I mean, it might not be like a big deal to you, but like when I take a live class, I really do enjoy actual time with the instructor.
Mm-hmm.
Like talking to them or asking questions or whatever. Is that Abby?
Yep.
Yippee! She's so cool, dude.
I know, I love her. I
Top
love her
10
so
coolest
much.
OCs.
Mm-hmm.
Like top 3
She's
coolest
so
OCs.
cool. I remember like when you first drew, I'm like, oh my gosh, love at first sight. Like,
Yeah.
really. I was so excited to see her.
They're cutting my hours. That means more time to practice. Hey, that's great.
Oh, awesome.
That is great. Yeah, we've been thinking about doing some more experimental streams where we go and do some TikTok streaming without YouTube, and it's just on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lau.
Hey,
Wait,
Lau.
you're on like a trip or something now, right? Why did you send me that absolutely disgusting Funko Pop? Even if it's a Labubu.
Oh my gosh. Ew.
Funko Pops are cursed cheap plastic. I prefer white tiger fur. I'm kidding. We went to the store with my friends and I was like, I gotta show Colton. Well, you showed. Lau, you gotta come to Lightbox this year.
We have to go to Lightbox this
Do
year
it.
now, huh?
If you want to make a living being an artist,
You gotta
should
go there.
definitely start. You should definitely make some connections at Lightbox. Get those US connections.
Yeah.
With their US rate connections.
What's Lightbox? It is a convention for concept artists and a lot of illustrators.
Yeah, it's like an industry convention in Pasadena, California. So there's a lot of animators, illustrators, concept artists, movie concept artists. A lot of people walk around. A lot of people have booths. A lot of really well-known artists will have booths. You know, Sam Does Art, I think, had a booth. A lot of really big YouTubers, artists. Proco had a booth. They told us to come by their booth, so we have to go, you know.
Yeah, we gotta go.
It's one of my goals. Do it. And we'll go get
Ramen.
food or something. Like
Ramen or
ramen.
hot pot, I don't know.
I think ramen would be
ramen
good.
would be better.
Hot pot. I wonder if that Singaporean place is still there.
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah, or the Mongolian hot pot. Kitty.
Yeah, we do stream on YouTube as well. We are live there right now.
We are.
Mushobi. That's fun. Twitch. You stream on Twitch, huh? Let me go stalk your profile.
They're like, no.
Okay, let's see what we got
gamer.
here. Hufflepuff. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you stream. What is this? What game is that?
We like seeing streamers.
Is that Marvel Rivals? I've never played it. Sarah's obsessed with it, though. I haven't streamed in a min. That's very fun.
You got
You have
a really
nice
cute
vibe
setup.
going on. Yeah, that is a cute setup.
Cute hair, cute headphones.
That is fun. Gotta make sure I messaged. So is burned up all of our
Actually.
restores this month, so we have to make sure that we
Uh-oh.
keep our streak going. Our 451 streak is gonna die. She's like, oops.
Oops.
And she asked how we've been. We've been great. Marvel Rivals and Overwatch mainly. Nice. That is fun. I never played either. But I know a little bit about Overwatch because I had some friends who were on the Overwatch team at Blizzard as concept artists.
2 years ago, I went to Lightbox, and after I was crossing the street face to face with Ross Draws and Ethan Becker.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
Ross
wow.
Draws came into my classroom in Art Center in order to buy a tablet from Ed, my teacher's assistant. I don't remember whose class I was in. I don't remember. Oh, I must have been in Eric's class because Ed was my teacher's assistant in there, and that's the only time he was around. Streak.
Catching up with your streaks.
Was that Toby that said that 2 years ago? Yeah, dude, we'll hang out. Eric Ing, yeah.
Yeah.
Cameraman Eric. Eric.
You can get this brush
Straight
for
line.
free. Right here. Drawanime.com. That is, you'll find the brush there. There's a green button. You're gonna find it in our description, I believe.
Wait, I didn't do this. I'm very keeping a close eye on Iz's streak. That's the longest streak that we have. She's like off doing her own thing now, but streak, gotta keep it going. Gotta keep it. TikTok overlords happy. It'll be like 12 o'clock on the dot, midnight, and I will make sure those streaks stay alive.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll be like, man, I wish this was recorded on YouTube.
Yes, we have a YouTube channel. All of our streams are on there. We have hundreds of videos on our YouTube channel, and almost all of them are past live streams. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, you know.
I think I'm ready to wrap up.
Is it better to watch you guys here on YouTube? Probably YouTube.
I think so.
Bigger screen, better quality. You can rewind. I think YouTube is the better thing to watch us on.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. You ready to wrap up?
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. But I have to finish my juice.
All right, we'll head off when you finish your juice. If only chat can see how I see Colton. It'll be way funnier and way cuter and way... way lovelier. Have YouTube Premium too, which might prevent ads on streams. I don't know. I don't know if streams have ads. No, these streams don't have ads.
No, we actually don't run any ads.
It's just too annoying for people to like...
Toby says, wait, add me on Snap. I don't have a Snapchat, Toby. I'm a boomer. I almost said LaBoo-Boo. Toby Boo Boo? Toby Boo Boo?
Come here. Get over here. I'm getting you.
You want a treat? Watch this. I can bring him back in.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, now you're going to wake Applejack up.
Oh, no.
Look at his foot.
Crap. Now he's going to come pester us. Miss you guys haven't been able to watch. Hello.
Hey.
I remember your profile picture.
Oh.
Molly.
Do you also offer private lessons one-on-one?
Yes, I do mentorships.
We do mentorships, yeah.
Yeah, I have a student meeting with Claire
He's
Sky.
drooling.
Ew, you drooled on my... You drooled on Lau's... Matt. Lau, Applejack just drooled on your mouse
Lau
pad.
went away, though.
You want to eat this?
No, I'm not going to eat that.
Toby. Oh, you're here.
He drooled. That's the first time I've seen him drool.
I can't believe you. You want all of chat to know you're a big bag? Yes, I do. We do mentorships one-on-one. You can get a mentorship with either one of us if you want. I will meet with you every single week for 8 weeks straight and cover anything you want to cover, help you build a practice plan, critique your exercises, all that.
Hi, Applejack Dingle Dungus.
Hi, Drooly Bully.
Let's see a little paws. Look at this little cat butt.
I'm gonna get a sensor. His tail went into my mouth as I was talking. Get the heck out of here. Found your channel a few weeks ago and learned a lot. Awesome. And you
Awesome.
just got here? Nice. Welcome
Welcome.
to the brain rot capital of
Art.
the Milky Way galaxy.
Oh.
Guys, can I peep? Oh.
Huh? Can I what?
This one right here, I hate showing this sketch. This is like what my sketches look like in like a really, really rough phase. This is like what they look like way early on. I wish I had like examples. Maybe I do. No, I don't. It's like really, really messy. I have no pictures of my really messy phases of my sketches, but I will have horrendously messy.
We got another question. Would you recommend a mentorship while doing the yearly program or after? How much is the price for an 8-week mentorship?
Mentorship, doing the mentorship while doing the yearly program. You can definitely do the mentorship while doing the yearly program. Like, we'll give you feedback on any of the
Homework
lessons
assignments
assignments that you're taking. Just keep in mind that like a mentorship is going to cover like a very small chunk of the yearly program. Sorry, I don't know if you can actually even see the whole thing. What the heck? There it goes. In the middle.
I would say the anime art school is like a really good supplement while you're taking the mentorship, if that makes sense, because the mentorship, we cover a lot of like different things as well, because you know it's like a personal conversation with different topics and stuff, so we cover more than just like what you would do week to week based on anime art school, if that makes sense. How much is the price for an 8 weeks mentorship?
$1,100 US.
1,100.
That's the rate, because I used to actually mentor people for concept art who wanted to get hired professionally doing concept art jobs, and I just carried that on. Like, I decided that after we started our brand, our Anime Academy brand, I was just going to offer the same mentorship for people who wanted it. And I'll cover anything you want. And Christina also does mentorships. She mostly helps with character design, figure drawing, anime drawing, whatever. I did environment and prop concept art professionally before I was involved in the Anime Academy stuff.
But he also teaches pretty good like figure drawing as well. He's very well rounded and fundamentals focused.
I'm okay.
We're both fundamentals focused, but I think with Colton, like, he will guide you through a lot of good assignments on like perspective.
Once a week. How much
drawing.
hours? Generally about an hour and a half. I do at least an hour and a half, but we'll go over sometimes depending on what we're talking about. I don't know. Clear Sky, how long do we go? Are you here?
I would say like maybe 3 hours.
3 hours.
4 hours max.
I promise.
An hour and a half.
I promise. Yeah, I promise an hour and a half. But a lot of the time we'll go way over, just because there's so much to cover in so little time. Because 8 weeks is not a long time, and we just cover as much as possible. But yeah, anything you want to talk about, honestly, painting, color theory, and I'll give you my recommendations. I'll give you good assignments to practice. Hello, Arabella.
I would say,
hello.
When you take a mentorship with Colton, it is like the best side of him pops out. Like, it's just so enthusiastic. It's so enthusiastic. He's very inspirational. I listen in the background, you know, like I'll hear his teaching, and I'm like, man, that's good. That's like Colton on fire. So I really recommend it.
I enjoy mentorships. I've done mentorships since like 2019 or 20. I don't remember. I probably mentored between 30 and 50 people, or 30 and 50 mentorships. I don't know. Toby in the chat, Toby Lee, he was my student before he was going to Art Center. I helped him build his portfolio for Art Center. He took a mentorship over the summer.
Yes, I also do mentorships that are focused on figure drawing.
Yep. Christina does mentorships. She's really good at it too.
Oh, thank you.
I like them.
We also teach based on the student. So like if you're just a complete beginner and you want to go like and get started with certain exercises, that's what we do as well. Lindsay was one of my students, and she, I had her start with boxes, but you know, obviously, sometimes like we just don't really know where we are yet. So I put her to do a lot of boxes because that's also something that's super important, and it also depends on the learning style of the student as well.
Oh, Benji, look at this! Look what I found. Hat covering the face. Why are you wearing? What are you wearing that for? I'm just a kid, remember?
That's so funny.
Ooh, look at that shot. That's cool.
Okay.
It's like an Abby vibe.
Hey, Arabella.
Hats. You see them everywhere now. Oh, that's a sick shot. Look at this.
I love the style of the legs.
The style of the legs?
Yeah.
These. Oh, that's sick, dude. This is such a cool manga. Okay, dude. Ooh, look at that shot. That really long one on the side. That's cool.
Ooh,
the
yeah.
truck from above. See that perspective right there? 3-point. Cheeky little 3-point perspective. Very long vertical shot. That's a sick shot. What up?
I want to see.
As I'm in the middle of reading.
Yeah. I'm kidding. Fine.
We'll post my hat practice when it's done for sure. Do it. Do it. Do it. Why do I keep missing out on the good streams? Every stream is a good stream. It's just the ones that you don't see, they hurt more because you didn't see them. Yes, it is on YouTube.
Ooh, these are nice action shots. Look at that.
Katsua.
That's so interesting. Yeah, they really don't do it based off of like contact. They do it like before and after kind of vibe. I really like that.
Hold up, let me see it really quick.
Elbow.
Okay.
It's more like this.
Like what?
Like that. Yeah, like that, exactly.
Is someone gonna get a screenshot of that, huh? Put like speed lines on it.
Here you go. All right. I'll let you read it.
Go. You stole my book.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did steal your book. Domestic. The only domestic I ever do is when I laugh too hard and I end up hitting him. But I haven't been doing that in a very long time because I don't want to hurt him.
Can't believe you don't have Snap. Bro, of course I don't have Snap. Who would I snap? Like Toby? Like Toby Cat. Toby. I meant the cat. Who would I snap, dude? Applejack? Applejack, do you have Snapchat? Bro, I look over.
Like, you should just ask him that question.
Come on. Applejack, this is what I look over and see Applejack doing.
He's so silly.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I feel bad because he has such a stiff body that
Wow, I love your cats. Yes, he's so stiff. Like his body
is like a dog.
Is like it's like a dog. You know how you pick up cats and they kind of like melt around your hands? Like I want to do like a demonstration, all right? Like let's go get Toby.
Toby.
And I want to show them the melt. The Toby melt.
The Toby cheese melt.
Toby cheese melt. Come here, Toby.
You're getting demoed.
So, we've got Toby cheese melt, right? Look at this. You put him, you grab him, and he like melts around your hand, right? He just completely.
Do the thrashing.
So like, you could go like this, and he kind of just like flops around, right? And so, you take Applejack. He's not melty. He's like stiff. It's like a dog. It's like picking up a dog.
And even his arms are like stiff. He's like,
yeah, look, his arms stick up. They don't like, you know how they usually like flop like this? They stick up.
Look, it's back up again.
Yeah, they're up.
And if
And
you
he's
like
like-
squish him, he's like
squish him,
hard.
He doesn't like give. It's like squishing steak. Toby's still on the chair. And like you like thrash him around, it doesn't really like work that much. He's like very stiff.
And his stiff body basically makes it so when he tries to clean his nether regions, it's like he tips over.
Yeah. He can't,
And I feel so bad for him. I'm like, what the heck? Like you can't even.
So
You're not even that fat, and you can't do it. I'm so sorry, Applejack. You're just a dog in your previous life, aren't you? Yeah, you good boy.
There's Toby.
Yep. Oh my goodness. The silly toe. Pink toe.
That's exactly what it is. And like Toby melts around you. Applejack is like you pick up like a well done steak.
Mm-hmm. Literally that. His 2 feet are sticking into the camera. I have a question. How do you design new clothes? You pick inspiration. I don't know what you mean by new clothes. Do you mean like something that people have never seen before? If that's the case, everything's been done under the sun. You just gotta like find a unique twist. Pick 2 different themes that are very different from each other and try to make them blend together some way. You know, that's how you can
Bro, I
design.
got cat hair all over me. I deserve that.
Ew. No doing that.
Put that thing back where it came from, or she'll help me.
My hand?
That finger.
You know, you just look a bit of soil from my nails.
I've been eating soil all day.
But like JoJo, you'd have to study a lot of JoJo's fashion style to, I would say study it a bunch. Study it a bunch. Find a design language that they like to use. What kind of style of fashion do they like? How do they blend the styles? And then make your own edition. That's what I would do. It's basically like, oh my gosh, look at Toby's feet. They're so silly.
I forgot he was still on camera.
Basically, it's kind of thinking like a dress-up simulator. I remembered when I used to be super obsessed with the Sailor Moon dress-up game, and I wouldn't necessarily make it exactly like a Sailor Scout, but I would try to like have variations that would make them different, but also like cool and unique. So it's like taking those design elements, but like switching it up a little bit, if that makes sense. It's like designing within a spec or an IP, if you want it to look like JoJo. So I have no experience with designing for like JoJo characters, so I can't really give you much there. But that's how I would approach it.
I forgot about that one. That one's fun.
Oh, thank you.
We got a lot of demos, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of demos. Oh, all those.
Yeah, I remember
Crazy,
those.
dude. That's crazy, bruh.
You sure have done a lot of demos over the not I was gonna say over the years, but it's more like over the
Over
months.
the almost 2 years.
Yeah. Those paws are so cute. I know. His silly little pink toes.
Ugh,
Oh my
Toby,
gosh,
you're
he's
being
doing
as
so
cute
good.
as possible. Look at him, dude.
He's being so cute. Cleaning, showing his toe beans.
Applejack, what? He left.
He left. Why can't he be like this?
What do you do that's useful, Applejack?
Why can't you show your little toesies like that? Do y'all have any art goals? Good question. We want to be good. We want to be better.
Yes. I feel like they're not very specific.
Yeah, they're kind of like
not
vague.
specific enough. I need to like
Lock in.
reestablish the lockening, the lock-inning,
Mhm.
the lockening.
I like
Is
that
it would it be the
drawing.
lockening or the lock-inning?
Lock-inning.
Lock in it?
Lockening. Lockening. I don't know.
Yeah, basically no. Yeah, no. Oh, remember these?
Yeah, I love those.
Okay. I feel like they're not very specific, and I need to like lock in again, like just get like my mind back in the game. I was doing a ton of sketchbook stuff for a little while, and lately we've been pretty distracted. Oh, those are cute. Wait,
Oh,
that's
thank
June
you.
and Tira.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
Thank you.
So many drawings over the. Homie, what are you doing?
He's
What did
cleaning
he do?
himself.
He like. Oh, he's like
Shifted.
ripping out his.
He's like
fur.
nibbling his fur.
Oh, nibbling.
Yeah. He doesn't like.
Nibbling.
He's not like Poppy where he just.
This is a real treat.
Mm-hmm.
Lock ending. This is like the This is like the first time that y'all get to see Toby for a long time during stream. Just like HD Tobians. Look at these, dude. Look at his little Tobians. You see the pink?
Mm-hmm. I love the pink. So cute.
Pink.
The pink makes him cuter. Looks like strawberry. Like strawberry milk.
I need to add like a little arrow. An arrow to this scene. Wait, I could probably do that really quick.
He's obsessed with cleaning that part right now.
All right, let me do this. So I'm gonna make like a 300 by 300 pixel.
It's like
All right, and I'm gonna do this. And this.
no, they're out of sight.
And then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go save as a PNG, export, and put arrow, right? I'll just put it like here. All right, and now I'm gonna take this arrow, add a new image, new image file, documents,
Ooh.
arrow. Here we go. Here it is. And so now I can just move this and be like, oh my gosh, like look at this right here. Like, oh, look at this. Cute.
Oh, thank you. Stinky.
This right here. Very stinky. This right here.
Very cute.
Cute. Stinky. Cute.
Mm-hmm.
This.
It just continues.
And I could probably rotate this too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like this. It'll be like,
Oh, that's cute. Oh.
oh, look what just happened.
Grooming time.
Oh, I'm moving myself. I need to be careful with that. Applejack just like
Decides to come up.
went up there.
You know, what if we did a stream where we didn't have our face cam showing?
Let's do it. Mysterious. Maybe we need to be more mysterious.
That looks like a
Animated.
yeah, like an animated thing.
Maybe I should make it like an animated thing. I think I hold down this. Yeah.
Ah.
Toby, you missed a spot. You missed a spot here. Toby is cute. He is pretty cute.
He's gotten cuter.
Oh, YouTube has literally no idea what's happening. My bad.
Oh.
I'll show you what just happened for a while.
Meow 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 meow.
This is what happened.
We got made an arrow.
Yeah, there we go. We were going to wrap up like an hour ago, dude. We've been live for 3 hours. Car. I love that. I love how so many people's like autocorrect goes like car.
Car.
Guys. Car.
Car.
Tar. Tar? Car.
Tar?
Okay, Toby. You're cleaning yourself for the first time. You make it seem you're trying to make chat think you clean yourself all the time. Huh? He is locked in.
He's so locked in. He's like, bro, I'm so dirty. I'm so stinky.
Maybe he's just like, oh my gosh, I got a bunch of people watching me right now, so I need to...
Really locked in to finish that Miki sketch so fast. Ooh.
Do you have any art goals? You know, we should.
We should.
Our art goals are to get better, honestly. I don't know.
But, like, we don't know, like, what to get better at. Like, for me, I want to get better at drawing things that aren't humans, but I haven't practiced yet. So, there's that.
Cleanest kitty now?
Until he cleans his bum.
Yeah, and then he licks his bum and puts his dookie all over his body and dirties himself.
Mm-hmm.
Car. My cat only cares about food. This one cares a lot about food.
Wait, show his toesies. Just like bring him. There we go.
Yeah, so if you look closely, chat, he has one pink Tobian right here. And the others are not pink, you'll see. See, those ones are like dark gray, but this one is pink. And you'll see down here, there's another pink one.
Oh, I didn't know that that one was pink.
There's another pink one right there. You didn't know that one was pink.
Was that like another? You mean it's like the bottom pad, like down here?
No, this little.
Oh no, I knew that
this
one.
little Tobian right there.
Oh,
he has
okay.
like a pink toe, and then he has one that's like half pink somewhere. I don't remember where it
I think
is.
it's one of his paws.
And then his little tongue is pink, and so his tongue. Maybe this is tongue as well. Like these are both tongue.
That'd be weird. Tasting with your feet. Well, that's what butterflies do, actually. Ugh.
Like the butterfly from SpongeBob.
Yeah, nasty.
It's pinky toe. That's why they call it the pinky toe. It's because it's pink.
Yep. Pink. Oh.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Okay.
better view. So you can see that he has his half pink toe, right here. It's like a third. I think a third of it is pink. So he has 1 1/3 pink toes on this foot here, and then on this foot he also has some pink toes. I think he has pink on all 4 of his feet. Like
Sounds
a
so
little bit.
important.
This is important. This is Toby lore. This
Toby anatomy.
Toby anatomy, yeah.
Show us how you improve.
Sure.
Get back
Oh,
to
you
him.
mean like Animal Doodle stream and that kind of stuff? Well, I did a horse stream a little while back, like a week or 2 ago. Horse
I mean, no.
drawing.
There we go.
But and I broke down some like how I would study horses, like go over it, figure out like the main forms, draw my own with those simple volumes, add some of the muscles in maybe. Not that they're really that important. Breaking down horses from different directions, trying to figure out how other people break them down into simple forms. Of course, this is like how I would learn things is like I would use my foundational, like my underlying foundational skills to like construct and figure out the very basic forms of things. But like I'm really interested in imaginative drawing because I want to be able to like understand objects and rotate them. So I'll look at how different artists break horses down. Like, oh, that's cute. Whose is that?
That's Faye Feather.
Oh my gosh, that's literally that's so nice.
It's like a different shot version.
Yeah, and I looked all over Pinterest, and found a bunch of different horse stuff, and like I found some really interesting breakdowns like this one here. These are super mega useful.
Put together.
And Benji, like what I was talking about before, I feel kitty. You get out of there. You're not allowed back in there. Hey, don't you sass me.
Look at Toby now. He's looking at you.
Ugh. You hear him. And
Here, chat.
that was Applejack. Applejack's the rebel of the group. But yeah, so like I found this on Instagram. It's cool. How to think when you draw with Lorenzo. It's some people's Instagram, Eddington Brothers, Etherington Brothers or something. They have great stuff. And I'll just like look at how people break down stuff into very simple volumes and forms. And like when you draw something really simple, it's easier to draw it from different directions, right? Like this is a much, much easier thing to draw from different directions than like a more complicated form. And so you like start with the simplest version of the thing with the correct proportion and general size, and then you like modify it from there. And I've like never drawn horses before in my life, so like this was one stream where I was kind of trying to understand the main forms of them.
Can I see the full thing to take a screenshot?
This right here? Yeah.
You can probably find it on their Instagram.
Yeah, you can definitely find this on the
and
Instagram.
On Pinterest.
Tutorial number 727. Experiment
it's like
number
a comic.
626.
It's got like a comic page.
Hi.
Hi.
Tutorial number. Did you retain this stuff? You think? Definitely more than I started with. Like, totally understand this area more. The neck, like the chest area. Like, this being a tube. I have not drawn a horse in a while. Like, what I should do is do way more of these from different angles to really reinforce the understanding. And I draw a bunch of horsies from different angles, but have not drawn horsies lately, so don't do what I do. Don't do what I did and am doing. I'm going to draw more horses. I will.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's how I would learn a new subject matter.
You have something interesting to see. I don't know. There's nothing interesting other than these.
That's cute. That is interesting. Well, we will
Head out.
be heading out.
Chat. Don't forget. If you want to learn the
look at
fundamentals,
these.
you can check out Anime Art School. Oh my gosh, is that Jam?
Blue eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Look at
it's
this
Jam.
one. That's cute.
I think Goose and
Goose and Jam. Look
Goose.
at that one.
Goose.
Oh, Toby, did I show you the Applejack picture? The wide-angled Applejack picture? Let me go find it.
Goose and Toby will probably get along really well together. But anyways, don't forget to check out our Anime Art School if you're interested in that program, and all that stuff. I love that you just slowly moved it into view.
Did I show you that before?
Look at his crusty nose.
Look at his mouth, dude. Oh my gosh. So cute. Yeah. So what you do is you take your phone, you go into your picture mode, and you zoom out all the way. I'm talking literally grab this thing, dude. Grab the fisheye 235 degree lens and slap that sucker right on your phone, all right? I'll do this in real time right now. Slap that sucker on your phone. Come on.
Just changed it too.
What?
Oh no. Like it just.
Boom. And you take it and you put it right up against the face. I'm talking right up there, dude. Hold up.
Oh my. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You don't even look like a cat anymore.
Bro, it looks like a bear now.
It does. It doesn't even look like a cat.
That's how you do it. And these things are only like $13 on Amazon. You get a little cheeky little fisheye lens. And you can take so many funny pictures. Like, there's an upside down one, dude. Oh, that was pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
There's
What if you aimed it
Toby.
at the eyes?
Dude, look at his eyes.
Oh no. At least they look more attractive than humans in fisheye perspective.
Yeah. There you go.
Koala, yeah. Koala face.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things to do. I would consider myself a photographer. And of a photographer of fine art, fine photography. What do they call it?
I don't know. Professional photography.
You even photograph, bro? Yeah, we can do meow, meow, meow. Thank you, everybody, for showing up, hanging out. Appreciate it. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
And you're finally here.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Whoa.
He stepped on the mouse. Okay, there we go.
All right, bye, chat.
All right, get out of here, Applejack. You've caused enough trouble. Bye-bye, chat. Talk to you later. See ya.
Maybe tomorrow.
Hair everywhere, dude. Bye-bye. And bye-bye, YouTube.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Oh, they're playing with each other now.